Page.
Hold on, I'll give it to you. I'll give you the link because it's I don't have a lot of people on there. It's a new page. I had to restart my page. Switch accounts and switch to Smile King 40 Troncali. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, we're streaming on
Switch
YouTube.
to Smile King 40 Troncali. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, we're streaming.
Okay. If you give blah 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 blah. If you give here, I'll send it to you in the private chat. If you give him that link, he can comment on the YouTube side of it.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was just watching the video he sent. Sorry.
Yeah, because you can't if he's not a example box member, you can't actually watch the stream.
Okay, so where are you sending the link?
You get nasty on my page than on this one.
You can also send him the link, John. He's on your Facebook.
That's right. God damn it.
So just send him the link. There you go.
So hooked on this Hickory Farms right now. Just
you're in the meat zone. You want to put meat and cheese in your mouth so badly.
I'm dying for that
drooling over there.
I'm dying for it.
But you can put
allergical things in your mouth.
I need.
I think you need to stop the social distancing. It's really getting
I need someone to hand me some savory meat on a toothpick and ask me to try it.
Nope.
I don't know too many men who would be willing to put their meat on a toothpick.
Oh,
no, I'm good.
It's you can get a piercing down there.
Well,
you can.
Desperate times do call for desperate measures, and the fact of the matter is kind of in that desperate time, I guess.
The piercings aren't that bad. They don't hurt that bad.
Pass.
Nope.
They're going on my tongue. Oh.
If I were to get a piercing there, this would be me. No way.
I'm just leaving it at that. The piercing doesn't hurt.
Nope.
Oh wait, so do you have a penis and have you tried?
No, but I do know people that have it.
Okay, but until you have a penis and you haven't tried, you don't have enough information to let us know that.
And here's the big question: are we talking circumcised or uncircumcised?
Yeah, if that's right. Now you throw that equation into it there. Where the hell you put the stud then? Where the hell do you put the stud at then?
that would be.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Now I'm thinking about that. That would be difficult.
I mean, because here's the biggest problem too. An uncircumcised penis still has like 4,000 or 5,000 more nerve endings than a regular, non-circumcised penis.
I'm glad I'm looking at pellet grills. I don't even talk.
And also, too, you have to factor in how butched was their circumcised, too, because that also kills off their endings.
How steady was the doctor's hand?
Yeah. There are some pretty, interesting studies on it.
I'm sorry, but I left a little hanging there. Hey, it's a good way to, spot your son.
Oh my God, no!
If he goes missing, you can go, well, he's got...
No.
Yeah, but that's really hard. I mean, by the time you're done changing their diapers, their dicks kind of look different when they're older. Once my kid wears like normal underwear and stops, shitting in their pants, I stop looking at their dick.
It's a sad day when that happens. That's like saying...
It sounds so pedal right now. It's not even funny.
It sounds so creepy.
It's the end. They're no longer children.
It sounds like so minivan free candy on the side kind of shit.
They're no longer a child.
When you can... Yeah, I'm not even repeating this shit.
Wouldn't that be they're no longer a toddler and they are a child?
Yeah.
New topic.
Getting in the toilet's like the beginning of growing up. It's like the first stage. Really, if you think about it, it's kind of the first stage of starting to grow up. Wait, when you first officially stop sucking on mom's little, that's the first stage.
I don't know. There's some kids that are like 5 or 6 years old are still doing that. So
All wrong. That's all wrong. So on that note, let's do the
A few moments later.
We're gonna need more than a few moments to get past this.
Yes.
Let's talk about sausage.
I think we just did.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, didn't we not?
Hey, I didn't bring up the foreskin thing.
I think that's how we got to where we are right
Yeah,
now.
but you definitely finished it though.
And you're
You might
continuing.
not have brought it up, but you finished it.
I was just, however, solidifying where did all the TP goes comment.
What? Are these on?
I'm ignoring the conversation until it goes to something much, much safer.
Are you still looking up pellets?
No, I'm on Craigslist.
I thought you already bought one.
No, not yet.
Oh, not yet.
And Craigslist is so appropriate. Come on now.
Yeah, you can get a pellet stove and someone to come visit.
No, you can't
They
do that
have
anymore on Craigslist.
That's not what I'm looking at on Craigslist.
Well, they kind of stopped that all now, or it's just the way they word it now. They can get away with it, right?
Well, yeah, they had to kind of stop it after some guy went around and started killing people.
Yeah.
Some asshole ruins it for everybody.
Yeah, right? I mean, some rich white kid had to go live his Grand Theft Auto's future dreams.
Hey, if you're meeting somebody, if you're telling this complete stranger where you live and you're selling a good that he wants, you're an idiot.
Well, they weren't telling them where they lived. They were meeting him in hotel rooms.
That's I don't. Have any of you ever bought anything off of Craigslist?
Yes.
I've never really tried it.
Well, it's a lot easier where I live.
Yeah. Well,
You see the bow hanging right there? I bought that off of Craigslist.
Oh, that's cool. Did you meet them somewhere?
Uh-huh.
That's cool. Is it like a trade?
No, yeah. They gave me the bow. I gave them money.
I'm trying to bait you into something, Tom.
John's in one of his weird moods tonight.
The goddamn Robert's mixing theory that he gave me 80-20, 80% vodka.
50-50. Why do you keep messing? How did it get to 80-20?
By the end of the night, it's going to be 90-10.
You should have already known that he was going to do that. The man's kind of old and forgot to take his meds.
No, I won't be able to take my
Let me say
meds.
this now. If I was drinking 80-20, I would not only have that much left.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you would.
He showed us before the podcast started. He showed us. He goes, "Yeah, I go halfway with vodka, and then the rest cranberry juice." I was like,
So
"Damn."
wouldn't that be 50-50 and not 80-20?
That's what
No.
he said.
Because
Right.
where he put his hand was
Yeah,
like
but he had
here.
yeah. Thank you, Tom. He was trying to do half, but he was showing like 80% of the.
The top part is wider, so it holds more volume than the lower part. So you're gonna have to go a little bit higher.
No, and he
No, this is a pretty even bottle.
yeah, and then he said he's just
I throw it up right to the edge here.
and when it gets to that
Yeah,
little
it's
part right
vodka.
there, he splashes some
Where
water.
he put his finger to show where he fills it to. That's how much vodka he puts in.
Yeah, he says
It's 80-20.
he says he goes through a whole bottle of this in 2 days. So
Well, I'll be dipped in shit. I found a vape mod for sale on Craigslist.
there you go, buy it. Can you find a wife on Craigslist?
I don't want
No.
a wife.
But
Probably.
they do have mail or bride sites you could just specifically go to.
All right, here's the description. Works fine. A little banged up. New coil. Charges through USB. Also selling a Nuka-Cola LED nightlight USB charger. Works amazing. Paid $30, asking $15. Would do both for $50.
He said would do both.
And the mod is a RX 300.
Oh,
And the tank is a smoking rainbow.
oh, the RX 300. So that's the 4-battery one, right?
3.
3-battery one.
I will show you because it's pretty.
What's the 4 one? What's the 4 one? How did that one go up to? I don't know. I always wanted that for my desk.
See, there it is.
The 418-650s RX from Wismac. What did that go up to? It only went.
400. No, you're thinking about the Kanger 5.
No. Wismac had the big fucking bot. It was just a brick, and it had 4 18-650s in it. And I
don't remember.
buy one, and then I
But
kind of.
look at how beautiful this thing is, John. I'm sharing it to the page.
Oh, okay. Hold on. All right. Oh, God, I got one of those.
That is actually really pretty.
Yeah, it's an older one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they want $50 for that, and here's the nightlight.
Oh, God, you got to have that light with that.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
You'll do 50 for both.
50 for both.
Email them, say 45.
Oh, you're that guy.
Oh, I love this. Over here, model name, Redo X200.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't remember which mod that was.
4 battery one?
It was 4 batteries. It was Wismac. It belonged to Wismac. It was 4 18-650s. It was a huge mod, but it was the perfect mod for your desk. It wasn't one you could carry around with you. That's for damn sure. But it was 4 18-650s. And it was from
RX 300.
Yeah.
I
I'm
said,
looking at it. It's for sale on Amazon.
that's
On Element.
I'm going to find that. I think I'm going to buy one because that's just a perfect mod to put 4 batteries in and not even have to deal with it for a week.
I think I have one.
Yeah.
Apparently, yeah, it's on Element Vape right now.
It's on Element Bank. How much?
$60 in stock.
It's like $60.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, no. None of
It's out of stock.
you pick select color, and all of them are darked out.
Yeah, because that didn't last very long. I don't know how many they sold, but it was. I was interested when I
I
saw.
actually wanted to get one and
I
put
thought.
a really small build in it.
Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
I just want to get one and put a really small build in it and have it last for like 2 weeks.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, it'd be perfect. Desk mod.
Throw like a Nautilus Mini on it,
Mhm.
or a K-Fun.
Well, Kanger came out with a 5 battery one that charges your phone too.
Yep, I see that one.
Please,
Kanger 5 is what it's called.
locked out.
5.6.
Available.
Yeah.
Well, you can get it from the Wismex website though.
Probably $70 there.
Man, this battery charger's awesome that I got. I finally actually splurged and got a really good battery charger.
Oh, good.
I've got a 4-bay. It's X-Tar Dragon VP4 Plus.
See, the X-Stars are really, really good chargers.
Yeah, I really am liking it. It's really quick to charge all the batteries because I hate having to wait forever for batteries to charge.
I'll stick with
I've had my X-Star since 2013, 14, and it's still going. 4 bay.
Nice.
It brings dead batteries back to life too. But those I only use my regular mods, my regulated mods, not my mech mods.
Yeah, I don't have any mechs.
Super good charger.
I'll stick with my Galisi smart charger.
I've been using a Golisi also for a long time.
Me too.
Oh, fuck that thing.
Oh, they have
No,
it.
you're not my Galisi.
Heaven's Gifts got it for $66.80.
There you go.
I wouldn't shop at Heaven's Gifts though.
No, I wouldn't either.
Well, it's one of them you order it and then you forget about it, and then
Forget about
in
it.
like September it shows up. You're like, oh fuck, that's
Oh,
right.
I ordered that mod.
Yeah.
Cheap Vape Authority. Oh, Vape Authority has it. Let's see if they have it in stock though.
Now, what color would you go with, John?
Oh, I like that black with the carbon fiber.
That is a good look.
And that is available at Vapor Authority for $74.99. That's a huge mod too.
Think of the pictures you should be able to easily put the bulk on that.
Oh yeah, shit.
And any other large atomizers that you're getting in the mail.
So apparently the Mister's playing cards right now and drinking.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. He
That's
said
what-
that.
That's his normal routine right now because of his folks and stuff, right? So
He said that in chat
Yeah, well, I'll be talking to him later, anyways.
that he wouldn't be available to join or partake.
Oh, he still messages me though during the whole entire thing. So
Well, so
Says, I
surprised.
love you. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Mm-hmm.
I love you.
John, did you know there's actually a rule or theory of 80-20?
What's that?
There's actually a rule or theory of 80-20. It's called the 80-20 rule. The Pareto principle.
oh,
It's kind of
Okay.
interesting.
And what does that have to do with anything?
When you're talking about 80-20 earlier. It
Oh.
clicked in my head.
about the drink
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
That's Robert.
Roughly 80% of the effects come from 20% of the causes.
Makes sense.
So
Yeah,
makes sense
interesting.
with drinking.
Yep. It applies to drinking.
Everything applies to drinking.
No, I used to do that when I was going out to bars. I always watch the bartender when he's mixing my drinks, and you just know it's like this guy don't give a shit when he's mixing drinks.
I always hated the ones that would pour super heavy. Like, no, I don't want to taste that. That's why I'm ordering it with a mixer. If I wanted to taste that shit, I'd be like, hey, I want this straight.
Have a few first, and you won't even know the difference.
When I
It
was,
also depends on the alcohol too, though.
but I was in Italy, and we stopped at a bar, and I wanted a Jack and Coke, and so I ordered a Jack and Coke, and he pours, the regular glass for that drink, and he fills it up probably more than 3/4 of the glass with Jack Daniels and splashes a little bit of Coke in there and throws one ice cube in there. And I just looked at him like, what the hell is this? And then he in English, perfect English, he says, do you want to pay for Coke and ice, or do you want to pay for Jack Daniels whiskey? And I'm like, whatever, man. I couldn't drink it. I could not drink that drink. It's so terrible.
I know some people that go to some bars, and then what they do is they order their mixed drink and plus another just glass of Coke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done that. A couple bars here in Modesto that are just horrible for mixed drinks.
Mhm.
Can I have a Coke too?
So I just have beer.
Yeah.
Makes my life a whole lot easier.
Right.
It works.
Top off you go.
You could just tell them you can have the designated, because here I'm sure they do it everywhere, but the designated driver always gets all the free sodas and coffee they want.
Yep,
Here too.
that's how they do it here too.
So you just have your DD order, hey, I'll have 2 Cokes, and they'll just get it done. What is everybody's drinking choice? Robert, we know yours.
Mine would be varied between rum and Coke, usually spiced rum. And or I do, like I said, with my coffees, I'll do like a Kahlua and Irish cream or something of that nature, or Frangelico, which is from Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like adding that to coffee or hot chocolate.
What are you drinking, Rob? What do you like to drink, Tom? What's your drinking choice when you go to a bar?
You Bush Light guy.
Fuck no, I'm not a Bush Light.
He drinks flat tire beer.
No. If I'm at a bar, I'm usually having cocktails, and it's either Captain and Sprite or Jim and root beer.
Madison?
Jim goes really good with root beer.
I know.
What's your cocktail choice, Madison?
Free.
What'd you say?
What is your cocktail of choice when you
No,
go
I mean, what did Tom say?
Free.
cream? Cream.
I'm not really a big drinker, but I'd have to say probably there's be 2 of them. Irish car bombs would be one of them, and the other one would be Long Island iced tea.
Oh yeah, you're like
Kill you.
Depends on what kind of Irish car bombs. I've had them a couple different ways. There's a bar here called Dempsey's actually makes really good Irish car bombs. So
I had some pretty good Irish car bombs in Williston.
that's they consider it a shot here, and it's a big
really?
full glass of Guinness with a shot of what is that? That put in it. They got
Remember when for my 28th birthday we went out to Williston and got totally shit faced, and the next day I found I was pregnant with Johnny? Remember that? That's when we went to the bar in Williston with Karen and Brian. And
No, we just
Jet.
went to we were just in their backyard.
No, we went to the bar
you
first.
were right.
Remember at the pool hall there? That really shitty, crappy bar that's close to where the hooker motel was. Yeah, right. But we ended in their backyard. But the thing is we started at the bar first.
And so it begins.
Right?
Might as well sit back, get comfortable.
Doyle, don't you remember Doyle?
Yeah,
Doyle.
I was the one that was really flat. Oh, and then remember we mixed it with that crappy. What was that stupid?
Oh, yeah, I got a picture of it.
That shitty cinnamon drink that we got.
Fireball.
No,
Fireball.
wasn't.
Goldschlager.
It didn't have like some stupid name.
Goldschlager.
I don't like Goldschlager.
Was it?
I don't know. I don't like those cinnamon hard liquors. They burn and they taste like shit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But Goldschlager has actual gold in it. Makes your poop gold.
Right?
That's not made anymore, though, right?
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yep.
I just Scotch and soda or Long Island iced tea. That's all I ever order.
I wonder
Long Island iced teas are good.
how much Goldschlager you'd have to go through to get the gold out of it and actually make it worth something.
Oh, they're flakes. I don't know what they have to use a certain grade of gold too, right? It can't be 24 karat gold to where you won't get sick, right?
There's a few things I've got to try though. There's an almond tequila I want to try, and then there's a coffee tequila I want to try.
No, tequila's not supposed to be flavored.
It's actually supposedly really good. It's what the boyfriend drinks.
Yeah, they have some good tequila I tried with coffee. It actually comes from Mexico. It's a coffee tequila mix that comes in a bottle. It was actually really, really good.
I got a pretty decent drink from a buddy of mine when he goes home to El Salvador. It's called TikTok.
Yeah.
And when you drink it, it literally, you feel like you're in the Matrix drinking that gasoline diesel shit. But man, it will fuck you up.
It is 24 karat gold in there.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It had to be a certain, because I think we can only handle our body or something. I don't know. 24
karat gold added to about 1/10 of a gram, which is less than $4 in today's market.
So you got to drink a lot of bottles. Just send it to Robert's house. He'll mix his 80-20 thing, and before you know it.
Well, what do you guys think about that Vizique or Visque or whatever kind of freaking drink they have where it's got that glitter shit in it?
Is there one with glitter in it?
Yeah, it's like purple and pink, and it begins with a B, and it's got like glitter in it.
VSO.
Yeah, you talk about a glitter bomb at the end of the night when you take your shit.
I mean, your colon literally will never get rid of it.
No, it'll be stuck. They go to exhume your body 200 years from now, and there's fucking glitter all over this skull.
They'll open up the coffin.
Just fucking glitter. That would be funny as hell to have a glitter bomb in your coffin, just to fuck with somebody years from down the road if they try to open your coffin. That son of a bitch.
That great grandpa mine, I heard he was a fucking asshole, but man, he's a fucking asshole.
Let's open his coffin and get that ring out of there. Oh man. Anybody else? I got anything they want to talk about tonight?
Well, I sent you that video. I'm gonna send you another one.
I'm good with talking about drinking.
Drinking's good. Drinking is
I
good.
usually only drink Blue Moon or Angry Orchard.
I love Blue Moons. What's
I
up?
don't like Angry Orchard. I prefer Reds.
Do you put
a black and tan? That's one of my.
orange slice on your Blue Moon?
Yeah.
A good Irish bar. Get a good black and tan poured correctly.
Hi, Larry.
Larry.
I also like New Glarus beer, but you can only find that here.
What's that?
New Glarus beer.
Oh. My beer. I'm pretty much Blue Moon, Heineken's,
I think it's too bad.
Yeah.
John likes the Heine.
Yeah, I like the Heinekens. I like Heineken. It's nice. It's a good beer. It doesn't get you kind of. I could drink 3 or 4 of them and be okay. I don't know what else. I like summer ales. You know, summer ales to me goes down a little smoother.
Yeah, and after you're done mowing lawn or whatever outside, it's nice to have a nice cold one.
I'm not a fan of Coors Light.
No.
There's a big difference between Coors and like Miller, though. I
Yeah,
can't do Miller, but I can do like Bud and Coors and stuff.
Coors Banquet is good. It's not too bad. Their banquet beer.
No, I can't do
Yeah,
Coors.
Oh yeah, Larry. I hope we get a little better and get. Well, actually, you probably. I was going to say you're probably safer at rehab, but you're really not. Well, they got those closed too. Those facilities are all closed, I think.
Yeah, but they can still catch the Rona.
Yeah, and I don't think they're forcing the people that work there to stay there. Right? They're able to go home back and forth. The staff. They have to have some turnaround.
Sounds like Madison has the Rona.
She's got the Chicago flu.
Yeah, it's called being allergic to the state.
Well,
Being
we
allergic to everything.
I'm telling you, you need to move to California.
Fuck that shit. I'm allergic to liberals.
truth.
I love it.
You can move to Modesto. There's hardly any of them here.
Still in the same state.
You could be John's neighbor.
Yeah, but John would have to do free babysitting forever.
Oh God, I don't know. Okay, well, they can hang out with my grandkids. Just throw them. We'll put ankle
Do
braces.
your grandkids want to learn FU?
Yeah, maybe Aiden.
Because my oldest, he will definitely teach.
Aiden and Anakin could be buddies.
I don't know about that. Papito is a lone ranger.
Yeah.
John,
I don't
just
think
build a cage in your backyard.
uh,
Throw all the kids in there and let them fight it out.
I can honestly say I don't think I've ever heard him say the F word, but I've heard him say a couple other things. I think I've heard him say shit. Nothing too major yet.
How old is he?
9.
Oh, yeah. See,
Madison, send your kids to Robert.
Hell no.
I'll just send my oldest. My 10-year-old can go to you.
Yeah, Robert will mix them that 80-20 mixture and they'll
That'd be a big
nap time for 6 hours.
You can't damage him, Robert. He's already damaged.
Robert will be like, they were angels right after they drank this.
Give some of my secret syrup and they just done.
Benadryl popsicles. Here, eat this, kids.
Yeah, Benadryl doesn't work on my oldest. It makes him hyper.
Yeah, no Benadryl.
No Benadryl on him.
You could do 80-20 popsicles.
Yeah. No, it'd be slushies at that point.
Something wrong with you guys.
It's okay. Been stuck in quarantine with him for a couple of weeks now. He needs to, he needs to find a new place to live or a job or something.
They're checking everything.
Oh, that sucks, man. Empty soda and snack machine?
Ooh.
Tell them you want a new hotel. This one sucks.
You can't be in therapy without Doritos.
Listen, they better be giving you hazardous pay for not having any soda or snacks.
Well, he's actually a patient.
Good one.
That doesn't matter. He deserves hazardous pay.
Yeah. Yeah, they should be somehow, shit, if I can get snacks, why shouldn't you?
Right?
Larry, can I send you some? Because you in rehab by me?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. We'll just send them some snacks. What do
Yeah,
you want?
I'll just come to the place and drop off said box. Actually, I'll send my husband. He's got nothing better to do.
Said box. She will bring you a said box full of
She'll bring you a box of hippie snacks.
Cheetos,
Like
Cheetos, cupcakes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna send you any liquor or anything like that, but I will send you Doritos.
You could stuff the cupcakes with some liquor.
Some cannabis.
I'll bring you a cheese pig.
cheesecake. There you go. Not a $50 cheesecake, but a cheesecake.
Do you prefer Giordani's or what is that crappy pizza place? Illuminati's Pizza.
Illuminati.
No, that's the crappy one. I hate Illuminati's Pizza.
I'll be right back.
Giordani's way better.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Neither one of them are pizza anyway. It's a casserole.
It's a hot dish.
Hot dish, casserole. It's definitely not.
I've been in the Midwest a lot longer. It's called the fucking hot dish. We don't do casseroles.
Yeah, but Minnesota does casseroles.
Well, I don't count them as the Midwest.
That's true. I count them as part of Canada.
He sends
Oh.
workers out to stores for chips and sodas and pizza. Nice.
There's
Nice.
also a big difference
can
between
you-
casserole.
Can you get Instacart, Larry? Because, Benny's delivers on Instacart.
There's also a big difference between casseroles and goulash.
Yes.
You do realize most Americans are going to have to go to rehab now after this.
Hell yeah.
Man, I want a good fish fry. Oh, it's been a while.
Used to have a
Well-
lot of those back in the day.
If Canada would stop sending us their snow, we'd be able to go fishing.
Yeah.
My boyfriend's been fishing quite a few times already this year.
See, I mean, we usually fish all year round, but the thing is, though, is that there's a midpoint there between the state will say no fishing till this point, and then you can go again.
Right.
And then everything stops, and then you can go again.
Yeah. Yeah, we're in that midpoint right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking sucks.
Between ice fishing and regular fishing.
Yo,
Well, I don't know about that. I've been seeing people do regular fishing here at the pond.
because the water's not hard enough to be out on, but not soft enough to be out on.
Yep.
Shitty.
So what you're saying is it has a half chub?
Sure.
That's the worst place to be in. You're not quite sure if you're fully excited or just meh. Well, you could throw a grenade in there. That's how Saddam used to do fishing.
No.
Yeah, but then you don't actually get the whole fish, though.
Yeah,
Right.
you do. You throw the grenade in, and what it does is it does a sound blast, the shots, and all the fish come up. You just take a net and scoop it.
Yeah.
That's no fun, though.
And that's
Well, that's how
also
Saddam used to fish.
that's also very, very illegal.
Listen,
the whole-
right
the whole-
now it's illegal to go out to your neighbor's house. Okay, so
The whole point of fishing is to go out with a couple friends, bring a bunch of beer, hang out, shoot the
Maybe-
shit all day long,
Maybe
you just
a
have
boat-
to have
catch
your
fish or
own,
not, and come
but
back.
you need your own separate boats now because
No.
you have to have proper social distancing.
No.
Have
You
you
just
ever
think-
gotten tubing? You can still be 6 feet apart in tube,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and you can put the cooler in between you guys and still
And
fish.
fishing,
Yes.
if you're within casting range of somebody else, you're gonna get hit with the fucking
Well,
fishing pole.
no, yeah, just face different directions.
Stupid.
And if you've fished before, you can make sure you don't hook anybody.
I love that. Just face a different direction. It's like super. Never thought about that.
Yeah, but don't you have to kind of Lysol the tube though to be on it right now? Because I mean,
Why?
it does live long on plastic.
Why? Why? It's your tube, nobody else's tube.
It's your butt.
Yeah, but I don't just keep random tubes laying around my house.
You don't have to. Like, there's places here around here that actually are tubing stations. You can go there and you can actually get the tubes.
Well, yeah, I get that, but it's going to
Just-
have to be Lysol wiped because somebody else touched your tube.
If you just get it and tell them, hey, I need to keep this until the virus goes away, they'll probably let you keep it.
Yeah, it ain't that nice here in Chicago. They'll probably charge you an arm and a leg.
Or be like me and
Like
have
interest.
tubes out in the garage.
I mean, all the tube is the inner part of a tire.
Yeah.
They've got a whole crap ton of them, anyways. We've got plenty of tractors up here.
Look at those beautiful California grapes. You guys are jealous.
Not really.
Not.
Cotton candy. They're cotton candy flavored. Grape.
Had a woman yesterday brought Fat Rabbit and coils for that tank, and nice, man. You got the hookup.
Hell yeah.
You know what? If I ever go to rehab, I want to go where Larry's at because that place sounds dope.
Right?
If I ever go to rehab, it probably will happen sooner or later. According to everybody, I drink 80-20 mixes.
You do. You drunk bastard.
First of all, I'm like 220 pounds. Like, this shit don't even affect me. It takes about 2 or 3 of those to really get me to where I'm like, ooh.
And how many have you had so far?
1.
And how many are you going to have before this is over?
Just 1. I try not to excessively drink.
Uh,
It runs in my family, alcoholism.
with this crew, you might want to mix another one.
But no, it does actually run in my family, alcoholism. So, like,
Speaking of drinking, I might go get myself a free drink.
How many pounds?
I still like to enjoy my drinks and stuff, but like, I try
Ask
to,
me a question.
I didn't hear the question. What was it?
You're 200 and what?
220.
Yeah, it sounds like nobody runs in your family.
Tom! That's almost up there with that
That was
drink.
awesome. I liked it. That was good.
Tom, that's almost up there with that one coffee commercial with the treadmill comment.
Hey, whatever.
In my defense, I am a sexy 220.
Oh, you're all right. It's the beard. It helps.
I'm fluffy.
I remember I was 240.
Now you're
Speaking of getting fat, I got cake and extra chocolate.
damn.
Homemade vegan cake.
I got just
Oh, wow.
got
Fuck that. Fucking set that shit on fire.
Didn't you just say she was going to get alcohol?
Really good.
It's actually really good.
It can't be.
Am I losing my shit? Didn't she just say she was going to get alcohol?
And she comes back with fucking vegan cake.
I just had tiramisu dropped off the house.
Madison, how did you fuck that up?
Huh?
Madison's looking. She's claiming that fucking box. She's
I
claiming.
made it.
You
I made
literally,
this chocolate homemade.
Yeah.
literally just told us you were going to get alcohol.
Well, okay, but then I saw there was chocolate in the fridge, and I said, "Oh shit, there's more cake. I'm gonna go eat this cake." But you guys were talking about not running and being fat, so I was like, "Fuck it." I self-identify as a fat person. Taking it.
I was wondering about that. I'm like, something went wrong there. Like, she went to the fridge to get alcohol.
Madison's doing what most moms do at the end of the night, and they realize there's actually cake left because they always assume that we have eaten it all and there's nothing left. So she got excited. She went for the cake.
Well, and I got really excited because I totally forgot about this chocolate in the fridge till now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I walked to my fridge to get this alcohol and I found cake, I probably would have ate it too.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie. Not even gonna lie.
I would have ate it.
Like, anybody who says they would have walked by a chocolate cake or any
I
type of cake and just like whatever, no, you're
I
full of
would've.
I could totally walk by a cake and not have it.
Same here.
Absolutely.
Chocolate.
Now,
Yeah,
bacon.
absolutely chocolate cake. I will walk right by it.
Yep.
Now, bacon. That's a whole different story.
But
Exactly.
I made this
Bacon,
from
yeah.
Those long johns with like the maple frosting and the bacon on top are the best.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Got her with the maple and me with the bacon.
Wait, we're talking
Bacon, bacon, and maple on anything is
Yes.
the way to go.
about donuts or bacon? What are we talking about?
Both.
Yes.
Oh,
Bacon,
you mix-
bacon on donuts. It's the
Yeah.
best thing ever.
No.
Yeah,
No.
bacon and donuts.
Don't do that. No.
Yes, it is
You know
the
what
best
I-
thing
you know
ever.
what-
Literally
you know what's
against
better
the Geneva Convention.
You know what's better than bacon and donuts?
Just bacon.
Bacon on bacon.
Listen.
Unless you
And
have
our
that vegan trap.
three things in Fort Hood, Texas, we got donuts from a place called Shipley's. It had eggs and bacon and sausage inside that donut. So it's totally not against the Geneva Code of Convention.
Yes,
Hey,
it is.
I'm going to step away for a few minutes here and do something. You guys can continue talking, but I got to take care of this. And then I'll be back, okay? I just want to mute myself.
Okay.
He's going to eat chocolate.
Yeah,
No.
he probably found some cake. He found some cake.
No, he's got to go satisfy his tiramisu delivery.
Can you go get me some
Delicious.
alcoholic beverage?
Yeah.
Delicious is some crispy bacon, but made baked into like a grilled cheese.
Actually, can you make some bacon so I can dip it in my chocolate?
Yeah.
Or just bacon on bacon.
That's
Make
just
your own
cheating.
bacon.
You have to make your own bacon.
Yeah,
I'm saying
make your own
grilled
fucking
cheese
bacon.
with some crispy bacon inside of it.
Why do I have to make my own bacon?
Always make your own bacon.
No.
How
Yeah.
do you know he's not going to poison your bacon?
Well, she's already got it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, that one's a little too burnt bacon.
I'm too lazy. I'm too busy eating my chocolate.
Well, you keep eating your chocolate, you won't have any left for it to dip in the bacon.
Oh, there's a lot of chocolate in here.
The way you're shoveling it in,
I say, what's the real question is how much is going to be left when you're done?
None.
Okay.
My goal is to finish this. I did share white chocolate with you. I gave you a fingerful.
whoa. On that note, I'm gonna see what my Snapchat notifications are.
But yeah, I don't know if any of you guys have ever had a grilled cheese with bacon inside of it.
It's amazing.
yeah.
It's really good.
Nope, never had it.
You've never had it, really?
No.
One time you get a chance, make some crispy bacon and throw it inside of a grilled cheese. You will be splendidly surprised.
Yeah, I'm one of those weird people. I absolutely hate cheese, like raw cheese.
Oh,
But I love cheese on cooked cheese on stuff. So like
okay.
grilled cheese sandwiches, I will eat the crap out of them.
Okay, but you won't eat like if I got a block of cheese and cut a piece off, you wouldn't eat it.
Correct.
Okay.
But this is grilled cheese.
Yes.
Okay,
You would eat
Bacon.
it.
So
you do know
Would you-
cheese is not raw.
Hmm?
Cheese is made from milk. Milk is the raw form of cheese.
Mm-hmm.
He's talking about the middle raw.
Cheese is not raw.
He's talking. Well, he didn't mean raw cheese. What he meant was cheese that's not hot. Like he won't eat cold cheese.
he likes his cheese melted, not
Right.
hard.
Weird as fuck.
Yeah.
He doesn't like putting hard things in his mouth, Tom.
North Dakota people are weird as fuck.
Yeah.
Not as much as Wisconsin people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
baby. You still touching them cows, Tom?
No. I haven't been around cows since I quit working on a farm 15 years ago.
Social distancing, brah.
I will say, however, people need to start eating more dairy products. Fuck.
I love dairy products, to be honest. Like I go through a ton of milk.
I'm allergic to dairy, actually.
Oh, are you really? I'm actually
Yeah.
what's it called damn, I can't remember the name right now.
The reason
But I'll
I
tell you
say
what,
that-
though.
IBS. So I
Oh.
can't eat tomatoes.
I love ice cream, and I'll tell you what, I will put up with an ice cream birthday cake every single freaking year, and I don't give a shit if it gives me the shit.
See, I don't actually like ice cream birthday cake though.
Okay, can I tell
I
you
love
guys
ice
why
cream.
I'm telling y'all to eat more dairy products?
What?
To support
Was that from the
Wisconsin.
news that came in the other day? About they had to get rid of like 6,000 gallons of milk or whatever it was.
Yeah, because farmers are having to dump milk.
Yep.
And
Oh,
that's
really?
fucking tragic.
Yep.
Because they ain't getting paid
Well,
for
maybe if they lowered the
Right.
price of milk, more people would buy milk.
Milk isn't. I don't think it's that bad though.
In
Milk
Pennsylvania,
prices
it's
aren't
like
that
almost $5 for a gallon.
Yeah,
What
but
is milk here?
that's
Like
not
a
because
buck
of milk. It's
50?
because of you guys' taxes.
that. Yeah.
What happened? I'm sorry, say that last word again.
It's not because of the milk. It's because you guys' taxes.
Yeah, I know.
Pennsylvania is
Like,
horrible with taxes.
Yeah, it really is.
Like
It
for
really
our,
is.
like 1 gallon of milk here is like what, $2.50?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Half of what I'm paying.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. We don't buy a lot of milk. We buy the exact amount of milk we need. Like we won't buy a new milk until one runs out or is like on the brink of like running out. Like where you got like that little bit that nobody ever wants to drink.
Yes, grilled cheese and bacon sandwiches we are having.
You are having that now?
Doyle's making some right now.
Hell yeah!
Making it up for everybody.
Just
Fuck
make
you.
somebody hungry.
What grilled cheese and bacon?
If he ain't
Wait,
making
Brian,
it up
when
for
you get
everybody,
a
he can
chance-
fuck off.
When you get a
Listen.
chance, Brian, cook
The
yourself
cheese
up some
rabbi has spoken.
bacon.
I don't love you enough, Tom, to share my bacon.
Well, give me back my
Times are tough, and there might not be any more bacon.
There's always bacon. Iowa still produces pork.
It's not necessarily true. Things are tough around the city.
Iowa
Did you hear that
still
we're
produces pork.
gonna end up? It looks like we're gonna end up into a meat shortage.
Never happened.
And they're saying it's happening already. Quite a few meat farms,
Never-
like cow farms and stuff, are shutting down because of the
Never-
virus.
Never believe farms can't shut down, dude. They can't.
Well, there's nobody there to butcher the cows and stuff to send the meat out
Yeah.
because
There'll always
they
be
have
someone.
people running the cows and keeping the cows obviously alive, but they're saying that the people that work there that do the butchering and all this are starting to catch a coronavirus and that nobody's there trained enough to do the job.
It's not that hard to butcher an animal.
You'll be surprised. Not a lot of people want to do that. That is not a job a lot of people want to do.
Call up some fucking hunters.
Even some hunters won't do that. Like, honestly, I know
What?
quite a few hunters that don't want to butcher their own meat.
Pussies.
it's
That's not a hunter. That's just
a real thing. Like, it's if it keeps in the
show.
way it's going, like, yeah, it's gonna get bad meat wise.
Be right
Just
back.
because of like the cows will be there. The meat's there, but
Maybe in the bigger cities and stuff, but up in the sticks and in the country, nah.
oh no, yeah, no. I'm not talking about like in the sticks. I'm referring to like not even big cities, like medium cities.
Yeah. Well, some people
They're,
need
like everybody, yeah. Like it's looking like it's gonna end up pretty bad for most
I'll-
people, to be honest.
I'm waiting to see that first report of somebody from a city trying to rob somebody in the country, because that is not going to end well.
Here you go. I sent you guys a picture. It's two grilled cheese sandwiches,
But
burger
I'm
in the
starting
middle,
to get really
bacon.
pissed off because I'm not a part of this group that y'all sending it in.
Dude, it's in the private chat on
Yeah.
this page.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that thing is
You
delicious.
just got to copy and paste it into a new tab.
okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. I thought you guys were sending in that private message.
Oh, hell yes. I want that.
See, that thing is
Oh.
delicious.
Yeah,
All in my face hole.
Grilled
that-
cheese sandwich, burger, grilled cheese sandwich.
Yes.
yeah, that looks really good.
Yes.
But yeah, like so the trick with the grilled cheese with the bacon, what you want to do, Brian, is you actually want to use 2 slices of cheese and put the bacon right in the middle, because then the cheese melts all around the crispy bacon.
Amazing.
And then when you bite into it, you get like this gooey and crunchy. Oh, dude, it's like one of the best things ever.
Huh. Gotta check that out.
It's really one of the best things I've ever eaten.
Hmm.
And I've even but I keep it like to like your like mozzarella, provolone, American. Like, don't go too crazy with the cheese. Because I tried it with.
I just do American on mine.
Oh, okay. I tried it with some. I'm trying to remember, what was that cheese? It just didn't melt right.
Yep. Some don't melt right at all.
Yes, it just didn't melt right. I can't remember what type of cheese it was. It didn't melt right, and it wasn't good at all. But like,
Don't you just gotta lower the temperature and flip it more.
well, no, this like I did. Like, I know how to make grilled cheese. I make some badass grilled cheese. This literally like
Can you make
my
grilled
bread
cheese
was
on the
damn
grill?
near burnt, and the cheese still wasn't melted right.
Making
You know
like-
what we're making for breakfast this week?
What do you want?
We're gonna make eggs and bacon, and we're gonna put it in between a French toast sandwich
Damn, I'm getting hungry.
with cheese.
That sounded really good.
Not
I
bad.
don't know. It just came to my head, and I was just like, I really would like some French toast, bacon, eggs, and cheese.
See, her donut's missing the bacon.
Yeah, it is.
Sounds like a superb McGriddle. Like superb. It's a much better McGriddle right there.
Well, yeah, it'll be homemade bread, so
Yeah. The only thing I don't know
break
how
out
they
my
do it. I wish I
Blackstone.
could figure it out how they do those little like syrup pods inside the McGriddle, because that's what makes the McGriddle so good. Is those little pods of syrup that you bite into and you get that flavor.
You get that. Yeah, you like biting balls that burst into your mouth.
Yeah. There's
he
nothing better
likes
than balls in
just
your
all
mouth.
that liquid goo, nice and warm in his mouth.
There's
Birthday.
nothing better than that in your mouth.
I need to clean up my Blackstone, my flat top grill for outside. Oh, love that thing. Y'all should get one. They're fantastic.
What is it? A flat top grill?
Yeah.
Is it a smoker or like
No,
charcoal?
it's just a. This is a. I got the one I have is a Blackstone 17-inch flat top griddle. It runs on propane.
Okay. Oh, griddle. I thought you said grill. My bad. I thought you said
I've got a
grill.
grill too.
Oh, okay. Because like I love some smoked meat. Like I'm not even kidding you. Like throwing like a brisket on a grill and smoking it for like 8-9 hours. Oh, that's just good.
8 hours start.
What happened?
8 or 9 hours on a brisket is just a start. They usually take 10 or more,
10, 12 hours.
unless you're doing it at a higher heat.
No, nice and
Well,
slow.
no, I think it was on. I think I'm trying to remember the temperature we did on. It was on like 8 or 9 hours, and it came out like banging good. Like it was like really like it wasn't the best brisket I ever had, but it was like really really good.
I want some brisket, some pulled pork.
Yeah, I would love me some pulled pork right now. I'm not even gonna lie. Pulled pork and some pork ribs.
Mm-hmm. Beef spare ribs. Or
So
short
my
ribs.
question is, out of all you guys here, beef ribs or pork ribs? What do y'all prefer?
It depends on what I'm in the mood for.
Yeah, ribs are ribs.
It depends.
Okay, that's just rude. What Madison just said. That was rude.
Yeah, ribs. Not all
That's
ribs
so
are the
not
same.
true.
No.
That is so. Ribs are not ribs.
No.
There is a difference. It just depends on how it's cooked, and yeah.
I don't know what it is. I've always been a pork rib person. Give me a good pork rib and I'm happy.
I have learned that I cannot wear white shirts and eat pork ribs.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not even
No
funny.
matter how I could have a bib from
Yep.
here down and still somehow fuck shit up.
Or like sauced wings too. We'll do that.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just horrible.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yet it seems
Worth
like
it.
every
It's
time
worth
that I go to have ribs,
Always a white shirt.
yep, every time. I'm like, son of a bitch.
Yep. Same with me. Every time I have wings, it's always a white shirt somehow. Don't know how.
I don't actually buy much white clothing because I hate
don't
dirty
either.
white shirts.
I have like 3, maybe 4 white t-shirts. That's it.
I don't have any white t-shirts. I have about 3 or 4 maybe white tank tops. I have actually I do have 1 white t-shirt now that I think about it. I have a Simpsons t-shirt.
It's just horrible. Anytime there's barbecue involved, I'm gonna end up
Anything
with
with barbecue sauce gets like that for me, to be honest. It also doesn't help that with my disability, my hands are shit. So I'm constantly dropping things or having to hold it like different than most people. Like how most people be able to get like the 2 fingertips on it. Being with the way my hands work, I can't do that. So like I end up having to like weirdly handle it, and then man, my hands be dirty as fuck. And then you forget and you go like this and touch the top of your shirt. You end up with like a big old freaking barbecue sauce stain.
Mm-hmm.
I hate my disability though.
Get a new one. Tell it you want a different one.
Man, I wish it was that
Straight
easy.
in.
I really wish it was that easy. Like it sucks though, like to be honest, like for like a real moment though, like having a disability sucks so bad. Like I've lost so much because of it. Like I used to be the type of dude that played baseball, football, rugby, just all different types of sports, running and fucking walking downstairs is difficult now.
So how'd you end up getting it?
It's hereditary.
This happened?
Yeah, my mom had it. It didn't look like me or my brother had it when we were younger, but it tends to really flaunt itself after puberty. When your body gets to that point where it's done for the most part growing, is where the decline in your muscles and stuff happen. And it came on quick, man. It came like I was in a car accident about 2 years before it really came on, but I hurt my knee really bad in that car accident, and it put that car accident put me down for almost like 6 months where I couldn't walk at all, where I was on a knee brace and stuff like that. And I put on a little bit of weight because of that, and then the weight caused the condition to accelerate.
Oh.
So the short answer is you grew into it.
Pretty much. But I hate it, man, because honestly, like it sounds messed up, but if they'd cut my legs off from the knee down, I'd be able to walk fine, no problems.
I have a knife.
I would prefer it to be surgically done. And I don't mean by your surgical knife. I mean by a doctor. An actual PhD.
Cheaper.
Yeah, cheaper, but that looks a lot more painful.
He didn't. He didn't mean effective.
You're really good and drunk.
It's just look like the cuts can look like Harry Potter scar, but it's all cool.
Yeah, he got
famous.
famous. I mean, come on.
But yeah, man, that's the worst part is I'd be able to walk again if they just right below the knee and down. Just take it away, I'd be able to walk again.
Huh.
It sucks. Don't ever get a disability. It sucks.
Oh, I'll try not to, I guess.
Fine. I'll use a straight blade. How's that?
No. If that was the case, I could just go ahead and use mine.
Hey, how about this one instead?
No. That's shorter than all the other ones. It's gonna
No, it's
take
not.
a lot longer to cut through
Just
everything.
because you put two of them together doesn't make it longer.
No, the blade is actually longer.
Just because it looks like a little baby sword doesn't. No, it's not. The blade itself is not longer. Look at the blade. You're counting the hilt.
Okay, I'll line it up from sharp edge, which starts here, to sharp edge, which starts here.
Yes. So you got to right where's the sharp edge like that. That counts.
Okay,
Yeah.
the black one is a little bit bigger.
That's
Thank
what he
you.
was saying.
That's exactly what I said.
How about this one?
He's just gonna keep pulling until you pull out like a K bar. I'm gonna say no. Once you pull out a K bar, then you'll get a yes.
I don't have any of those.
So Larry's telling you to be careful what you wish for.
Careful what you wish for. That's when I'm losing my leg or my foot. You see, Larry,
You want me to cut it off for you?
the difference is, Larry, just your face down. The difference is, Larry, like my legs are actually what are causing the problem for me. If I was to lose from the knee down, like my problems would completely go away. Like that's the only difference is like some people like they're like, oh, I don't want to lose my leg. But for me, if I was to lose the lower parts of my leg, it would actually improve my condition. Obviously, I'd have to go through rehab and conditioning and everything, but in time, I would actually be able to run again and do things that I haven't been able to do in years because of the way my legs respond to my condition.
All right, I was wrong. Final one, and I have to clean the tip.
No.
I can blow it off with the 12 gauge.
That just sounds painful.
Again, I'll get you good and liquored up first.
What round do you even have in there? Buckshot?
Birdshot at the moment. But I
Yeah,
can
no.
change-
Fuck you,
I
bro.
can change it to a slug.
You are not trying to take off my leg with some birdshot.
No, for you, I'd change it out to 2 slugs.
That's still, like, I don't
Right
know.
into the tip. Just bam,
That sounds
done.
really painful. That sounds really painful.
Not if you're really drunk.
Even if you're really drunk, I still think that sounds really painful.
I'm sure I might even be able to find some good local anesthesia for you. Trying to help, man.
Plus, it doesn't sound like it'd be a very clean cut. I'm pretty sure that's what
can't help that.
the Rocky Mountains, bro.
Well, you'd have to go to the hospital afterwards.
Then why not just go first?
Because amputations are expensive.
They actually won't do that. They don't actually allow you to get amputations by
But see-
Unless it's in danger to your health.
But
Yeah.
see, there you go. It would be a danger to your health because some dumbass shot your legs off with a fucking 12 gauge.
At that point, I'm already amputated, bro.
Right. So it's just the repair work and aftercare. Trying to help, man.
All right, hold on. That's why I'm
Oh,
here.
damn.
Here, they cut a big chunk off my foot to the bone. I've been through 2 surgeries and probably facing 2 more. Damn.
Tell you, take that 12 gauge route.
Ooh.
Shit. Man,
Shut up, Tom. So
just trying to help. It's what I do. I help.
why not just get a chainsaw?
Too messy.
It would be cleaner than every other cut you've talked about so far.
Actually, no, my knives would be cleaner.
No, it wouldn't.
Yeah, what? My knives are very
250
clean.
pounds. My legs are thick, bruh.
My knives are sharp, brah.
Okay, you're gonna cut through a bone with that knife.
No,
Easily.
I
To the
have asked for that.
No.
Thank
you're
God
out of
you're
your
back,
mind.
John.
You're out of
Hi,
your mind.
user.
Sorry, my brother showed up.
That's right. We're
It's
talking
his-
about ways to remove Robert's legs.
It's his
Thank
birthday
God.
today, so
Hey, John, you got any swords over there?
clothes?
Swords.
No, I don't have any swords.
Fuck.
So isn't that technically violating social distance with your brother coming over?
He just came to the door. I wanted to see him.
He came dressed as Bubble Boy. What are you talking about?
People, how you doing?
Yeah, he just came to the door. He didn't. He won't come in. I won't let him in. He won't. Doesn't. Yeah. No, I just wanted to say happy birthday to Face. It's my brother. It's my little brother.
I know my mom's supposed to be coming by this weekend just so she can stand outside the yard and wave from the kids at a distance.
Yeah, my cousins. They're 4 girls, and the parents. They're the same age as my parents. They're in their 80s, so they had Easter dinner. The mom and dad sat in their little little patio in the front yard, and then everybody else was in blankets on different parts of the lawn. So they had dinner together. It's kind of cute. It's kind of cute.
I'm telling you, they just need to start giving us all bubbles.
Yeah.
What was that movie?
Oh God.
Bubble Boy.
What was it?
Bubble Boy.
Yeah. We all need bubbles, and then we can go out to the movies again.
I wouldn't go to the movies anyway. People eat popcorn at the movie theater.
Sex would be pretty hard in a bubble. If
Not really.
Put an airlock in.
An airlock.
Wait, time out. I have a question. Why does people eating popcorn at the movie theaters bother you?
Because people eat popcorn disgustingly. It makes a lot of noise.
Robert,
It is
moves
annoying.
irritate her.
Especially if you got someone that's a fucking chewer like a horse.
Oh god, yeah. No, it sounds like nails on a screeching chalkboard. It causes physical pain in my ears.
I like that. Come on over. I'll welcome you. Please utilize the Lysol pool in the foyer.
I didn't. It didn't used to bother me back in the days, but now that I'm paying $18 to see a movie, yeah, I don't need you chomping away on a bucket of popcorn.
It doesn't even at a movie theater.
Like movie theaters have upgraded their seating though. Like I love the fact that I'm in a recliner and I can kick back and like enjoy a movie. Like if I'm sitting at home, like I love that now.
Hold on. Where the hell's our sandwiches, Madison?
I don't know. He's still making them. Jesus Christ, give the 4-minute break.
All right, we got a question.
He's
Yeah.
been
When
saving
does
food for
everybody
me
think Trump will open the country back up?
probably in June
Yeah.
1st. Probably.
No, it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be at least July because my girlfriend just lost her job and they're talking about no cruises even happening till July.
Well, that might be
fine.
one thing, but
I'm
that's
thinking. I'm gonna say mid-May.
yeah.
At the end of April.
I think it's probably going to be mid-May to June 1st.
I think I'm nuts, but I'm thinking.
I would go with mid-May if
And-
things start to calm down.
It already has. We've
They
already
are.
hit the
I know
flagger.
it's starting a little bit, but like there's still always that chance that it can accelerate again.
Yeah.
If any jump up happens again, I definitely see us.
All right, I'll be right back.
I'm gonna head off of here. I'm just yeah.
She wants
I'm
to go with her boy.
Sure, that's what we'll call it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Have fun.
Toodles.
Adios.
Bye.
But Larry, I'm going to be honest with you. I think if they open up the country back on May 1st, I think within a couple weeks we'll be back in the same situation.
It'll be fine because technically this has been around since November or December, and most people are probably immune anyway.
They got to do it right. They can't just. All right, it's May 1st. Everybody go back to work.
I read
That's
some
correct,
article from
Because it-
Australia that was really interesting. They were talking about when to open things up and about the whole peak and flattening of the curves and different type of stuff. And one of the things is that you have this peak with the healthcare system, and that's where you don't want to go over. So they've been ramping up their healthcare system, which you've been watching ours, and then they're trying to hit this level that would be like the worst case scenario, 20% of their population, and then they're going to open everything up and let everybody get herd immunity. And then when they did that, they did like this whole calculation of numbers, and they only found out that by flattening the curve or by doing that, there was only like a 3,000 person difference.
Yeah.
You see,
Which is really, you think about it, you'll lose more than 3,000 people due to suicides from taking away their livelihood.
It still sucks that people are dying from this. Let's not, berate that at all. Any loss of life sucks. But we got to get this country back up and running and making shit again.
Yeah. Well, it's not even just that.
I definitely agree with you guys. Like, it definitely is something that we need to do.
Kids need education. They definitely still need to socialize. We have a whole younger generation who will be fundamentally impacted by this, who one day is going to be our future leaders, who one day is the one that's going to take care of us when we get older. And, you can't impact them too much because you could fundamentally cripple a whole generation. I mean, look at what happened when most of us graduated college and stuff like that with the recession, how much that took down a generation. Can't really repeat the same thing with another generation that's right below us. Then you now have two generations who've been completely crippled. So it's a fine line for sure. Ooh,
I understand what you're saying, but at the same time, like, we got to do it right. Because if we do it wrong, and this virus starts spreading again, like, it's dangerous. Like, for somebody like me who is also an asthmatic, like, it is really dangerous.
It's really, well, let's get this straight. It's dangerous if you're in that special group. Outside of it, it's not dangerous. So when I look at dangerous for diseases in the healthcare perspective, that would be the bubonic plague. Well, you're talking what? The bubonic plague, even with today's medicine, is 70% curable. Or sorry, 70% not curable. It's 30% curable. I mean, and that wipes you completely out. I mean, you're done with that thing. The other two plagues are very curable. And yes, the plague is still around. Here in the United States, too.
But I'm just saying, like, if you do it wrong, you open the country back up to this thing ramping up again and becoming a lot worse. Because a lot of people are in that mentality that, oh, everybody who hasn't gotten it already has immunity. That's not necessarily true. There are a lot of people in this country that the minute this started and the government said, stay inside your house and quarantine, they immediately started doing that.
Sorry.
No, that's fine. So I think if you turn around and say May 1st, which is like 15 days from now, you open the country back up and there are still people catching it and spreading it, like, it's going to be a lot worse. Because at that point, now you're trying to tell people to re-quarantine, like, there's going to be riots. It's going to be bad.
End of April.
They already are rioting in Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
That's from drinking that Flint water.
That is a really girly cup, bro.
You can't drink that water and not go crazy. What happened? Oh, Tom's back. What happened? The Wisconsin internet out?
I don't know. My shit went wonky.
Mine did too for a second there. It said, check your internet. And I was like, huh? I'm the only one on.
But I think that whatever we do, we have to do it safely and make sure that the end product is going to be everybody not just going back to work, but staying at work and being able to continue their lives and move on from this. And the problem is, if you do it too fast, there's a lot of people who are not going to want to go back to work and join the general public right away.
Yep.
Because there is still brand new cases popping up in the U.S. Whether it's as fast as it was when everybody was ignoring the quarantine, still doesn't matter. There's still new cases popping up.
I've got 3 cases in my county. I've had them for almost 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
I still don't want to go to work tomorrow.
Exactly.
I want to go back to work.
Read it and weep.
Yeah. United States has the highest maternal death rate.
But look at the thing.
Let's see. Where's the good one?
30,
it's not on there.
35,000 compared to mothers birthing childbirth, 75,000 a year.
All right, look at smoking, and then find one for heart disease and obesity.
Smoking and cancer. And obesity is 10 million.
Yeah.
No, that's
abortions.
Abortion. I'm only seeing half the page.
Yeah, I think they actually came out and said this is going to be as comparable to the seasonal flu.
No,
Because it should by the time everything all kind of settles out, when the numbers start playing through, it's really only going to be 0.5% of people. You want to talk about deadly? Let's talk about MERS. MERS is 30 to 50%.
Okay, here's another thing. How much of the numbers have China lied about?
Exactly.
Or that
That's
the
a-
World
that's a
Health
lot that
the
people-
World Health Organization has covered up.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You
but
know.
that's you got to go by the Western world countries like
Yeah, I know.
Italy, Spain, and the United
Us.
States, and you're watching as more people grow and infect rate. And let's not forget, you have to be very careful with these numbers because I just saw what was it like? There was a baby who died of the coronavirus, basically. Except, come to find out, the baby really didn't die of the coronavirus. He was strangled. But he tested positive for the coronavirus.
Yeah.
The thing is if you test positive of the coronavirus, they will list that as your reason for being dead, even though you could have been shot or hit by a car.
Well,
so you have to be very careful with that death rate there because
Yeah, but at the same time,
Einstein better watch out then.
Yeah.
Well, out of
You might
curiosity,
get two to the
so-
back of the head and be corona related.
yeah. So out of curiosity, so let's say you actually get more incentives from the government for having more corona stuff. So when having say like hospitals or anything like that have lied about deaths, actually they're trying to get more incentives because of
Yep.
it, in theory.
Yeah. Because people are still greedy motherfuckers.
you have to follow the money trail. And
Mm-hmm.
the longer they keep this fear up, once that vaccine pops, you watch those companies are doing it. Their stock markets are on the rise right now. People will not go and get a vaccine
I'm not going to get a
Unless you're
corona
speaker.
vaccine.
because look, with the flu, how many people don't get the flu vaccines because they don't really care for it? But watch the numbers of the flu vaccines rise as they start reporting people dying from the flu.
I'm not an anti-vaxxer by any stretch, but
No.
I never get a flu vaccine. I'm not going to get a corona vaccine if that becomes a thing.
Well, most
No,
people
because-
will actually get, not most people, I should say. I know of a lot of people that actually do get the flu vaccine every year, and they actually get sick every single year.
Yep.
'Cause-
Yeah.
Well, that's the point of the
That's
Right.
that's the way I was too.
because the
and
flu
I would
vaccine
actually-
actually gives you
Yeah,
pretty
it
much the
gives you-
mildest form of the flu.
Yep, and that's what
it's
people are
supposed
worried
to be
about.
dormant,
Yep,
Wait,
and that's,
but
here's-
it's not
that's what
because
people are
it
worried about.
gets sick as fuck.
But you also have to worry about this too. Vaccines also, in the very beginning portion, when you get vaccinated, you can cause something called shedding. So if you get the flu vaccine and you get sick with that, or let's say you have no symptoms, because there are people who have no symptoms with the flu,
You had it off
and
somebody
you
else.
go to work, you can shed that flu, which then you are passing it along the way.
Yeah.
Watch that with the coronavirus. Watch that vaccine comes out, it will start shedding to all of those people.
Mhm.
So there's some good and there's some bad with vaccines. Like
Yeah.
polio, total must.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
Smallpox.
kinda-
That's a
I'm-
must.
Well, with the
smallpox only goes to people who are actually out, who leave the country for the
Yes.
military.
Well, with
Or
the flu
just
vaccine,
world
that-
travelers in general.
they pick like a certain strain of the flu that they
Yeah.
think is going to be most popular that year.
20
Yeah.
to 30% is usually what they wind up picking.
Yeah.
And I mean, we're going to talk about the dead side. A lot of people are comparing the Spanish flu to this. They're using that as a fear mongering tactic because one, the Spanish flu is H1N1, and that actually
We had that a little while ago.
right, and we had it not that long ago, which is why they kind of freaked out. But the thing is they didn't shut everything down for that. What's dangerous about the H1N1? The healthier you are, the more you'll die. And the worse it is for your death because it's a cytosine virus. it attacks your whole entire immune system and will shut all your organs down. So the healthier you are, the more you die. If you go look at the death rates from the Spanish flu, it was the majority of them were 20, 30-year-olds.
Wow.
Well, I'm over that range.
I'm only 18.
He says it with the eye roll. Somehow I don't believe you.
And the other thing that really pisses me off with this one is
See these white hairs in my beard? I actually painted them there.
you got guys like Dr. Drew Pinsky or Dr. Oz who are not infectious disease doctors. They're not virus doctors.
Yeah.
Spouting off this shit of what to do. Fuck you guys. Stick with what you know, which is addiction and hearts. Allegedly. Or being on fucking TV and talking your shit.
I'm waiting for Dr. Phil to tell us what to do.
Yeah, I don't really get on Dr. Drew about stuff because he's actually been forthcoming with the whole vaping industry, saying like,
yeah, Dr.
hey,
Drew, he is pretty cool because he does research on his own about other stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And he's an
Actually,
addiction
Dr.
specialist.
Drew came out in the beginning and said, I don't know if he's changed his stance, but the videos that I've seen of Dr. Drew with the whole coronavirus is he says this is blown way out of proportion, that
Yeah.
it is literally a seasonal flu.
But then you have
heard that too.
like Dr. Oz, who Oprah made famous because everybody thinks Oprah's fucking God.
You mean Oprah's not God?
No.
What?
No.
but she gave
Oh my
everyone
God.
cars.
The bitch never gave
You
me
get
a
a
fucking
car.
car.
You get a car.
You get corona. You get corona. Everybody gets the corona.
We're calling it the
Did you
Rona.
guys
there.
actually hear there was like 1 year where like I think it was like 90% of the cars she gave out and shit like that ended up getting repossessed because the people couldn't afford the taxes on the car. Because
Makes
they gave
sense.
you free cars, but you still had to pay the taxes on the car. People
Yeah.
couldn't afford that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So more than half the cars got taken back.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, God damn, that sucks.
And see, to me, if I'd been in that audience when she gave away a free car, I'd been like, nah, give me the cash. I'll take the cash equivalent.
Yep.
And then just take your share out. and let
Unless
them
I
keep
have the money to pay the taxes. If I have the money to pay the taxes, I'm keeping the fucking car and then I'm going to sell it.
No, why? Just take the cash equivalent. Save that step of owning the car for a few days.
Yeah, but you still have to pay taxes on that money.
You can pay the taxes on that money with that money.
Yeah, just take the taxes out first, and then just take the rest.
Yeah,
That's how-
Like, yeah, if I won the lottery, that's exactly what I would do, to be honest. If I won the lotto, it would be like, yeah, just go ahead and take all the taxes out now. So that when I go home, I never have to worry about these taxes again.
until you have to do your income taxes and all the other taxes that we get.
Well, yeah, but you pay one-time taxes on that. So if you won like 40 million and you paid the taxes right there on the spot, like the next year they can't keep taxing you on money that you already paid taxes on.
Yes,
Unless
they
you put it
can.
in an account and it's bearing interest and it's not in a tax refund account, then yes, then they can keep taxing you.
Are we talking about taxes here?
Now we're talking
Taxes
about a lot
and
of
money and how Oprah is not God.
And we were talking about the fact that California sucks when it comes to taxes.
Oh yeah,
And Pennsylvania.
So
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
but it justifies the the living. You're living in paradise. You should pay for that.
No, Hawaii is paradise.
Why
don't
should,
know
why,
about
should you, why should you have to pay to live in paradise when you're already there and you already have to pay for stuff to be there, anyways?
Yeah, you have to pay. No, it has to be maintained. Paradise has to be maintained.
Okay, then explain Pennsylvania to me then, because Pennsylvania is not paradise.
It's a shithole.
It's a shithole.
Okay,
Yeah.
no,
I was
it's not.
born in Pennsylvania. It's a
First
shithole.
of all, it's not a shithole.
I was born there. It's a shithole.
I was
No,
born
it's
there.
It's a very hilly.
Philadelphia is a shithole.
I was
There's
born.
People there are shit.
Trust me, there's
I did not. No, I didn't necessarily state Philadelphia. I
I don't
said
care.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that's the whole state.
Yeah,
not really.
Pennsylvania's the
But,
whole state. You can't say the whole state's a shithole because it's not.
yeah, but where are you at,
What
Robert?
the hell did my nephew send me now?
Coatesville.
Where?
Coatesville?
That sounds really familiar. Is that on the east side?
Yes, it is. It's
Is
Eastern
it,
Pennsylvania.
how far away from is it from Northampton or Allentown?
Not very far from Allentown. About
Yeah,
think
I was
like
born in
35.
Allentown and spent half of my childhood in Northampton.
Yeah,
It's
I'm right outside of Downingtown.
Wrote the song about Madison. Billy Joel wrote that song about Madison.
there's the shithole.
No, Allentown. You guys are too young, so I apologize for your youth.
Fuck you, old man.
Is it too young, or is it the fact that it's almost 10 o'clock at night and I haven't had enough to drink?
Yeah, it's
Still waiting for our sandwiches.
It's 8:15.
I got 2 more days left of work to finish out this 6-day work week of hell.
I'm actually kind of curious on. So we have a lot of people that are actually working from home now, and people are still actually getting all their stuff done and whatnot. So my question is, this question was actually brought to me, is would the whole working area of people change now because of this?
It could. Because of so a lot of companies, so on the technology side, which is really kind of a big hindrance to work from home, a lot of companies were not designed technology-wise to work from home. So not really good, strong VPNs, or having, in a case like us, having certain types of softwares to put basically soft phones on your computers to run through that. So you have like this interesting play where now these companies were forced to work from home, and they've been running into this complication of their company size being home. They've been having to force to upgrade their systems, like their VPNs. Like, for example, we had one VPN. It was a really small VPN circuit because most of the time people who worked from home, it was maybe here or there. Like we had that blitz that happened here in Chicago, where it was like negative 55 degrees and they want people to come into work. So a whole bunch of people worked from home. It bogged down the whole entire VPN system. So they never figured to upgrade it because it's not a work from home company. So that was only 2 or 3 days you had to worry about it. But with this, because the whole entire company is almost basically going home, and you're talking about a 90,000 employee company, and a good 60% of them are now work from home, you have to upgrade everything. So we had to go to a whole new VPN platform, all brand new firewalls, bigger circuits, everything of that nature, and we had to roll it out quickly. So technology-wise, all these companies who've moved work from home can now continue to keep working from home because they now have that ability. So I think there's going to be a lot of companies who are going to see, I don't have to pay for a lease on a building. I don't have to pay for the electric. And I already have the infrastructure already built to support my company size working from home. So you might find a lot of remote, or people who could be remote average-wise, being at home.
Well, I had 2 questions on that. One, let's say, a company, would actually be saving money because they wouldn't have their own place. Have to maintain all, utilities there and all that stuff. They actually have the structure to have people work from home. Right. The second question is, wouldn't you think that the workers who are working for them should be getting a raise since they're actually saving money and now they actually have to work from home?
No, because they can actually write off the utilities from working at home. If you're working at home for a company, you can write off a percentage of your utility costs. So
anything that you utilize for work, you can write off. For example, when I stream on Twitch, anything I buy, including video games, being that it's part of what I do, I can technically write off on taxes. But being that I live on disability, that I really don't make very much money, I don't have to file taxes.
Yeah, they would take your last 3 months of your utility bill and average it out to see how much you're actually using, and then you'd be able to write off that percentage. So it's not like you're getting a raise for it, but you're going to get some sort of a break.
Yeah, so like my mom, for example, she's been work from home for 10-ish plus years. And she works for Nokia. She used to work for Lucent, then Lucent Alcatel, and now it's Nokia. And she's worked from home. She doesn't make significantly less than people in her average job role in the country does, but she does make on the lower side of it because she is work from home versus somebody who has to actually drive to work.
Yeah.
But the thing is she gets different incentives. Like they help pay for her, her internet bill. They help pay for her phone bill. And
you don't have to wear pants if you don't want to.
And you think about it, Brian, you're not paying that $20 to $25 to $30 a week to go to work and people. So
And also too,
It could be more determined on how far you're driving to work.
yeah.
Like it really could be more what type of vehicle you're driving. Because I know, like, I have a few friends that they work about 45 minutes from their house, but like one of them drives a freaking, like, I think it's a 98 Bronco.
Yeah.
This thing's a gas guzzler.
Yeah, you're saving a lot because even like I have a lot of my friends that work in the Bay Area. Just what they're paying for parking that they're saving, let alone what it's coming out of their pocket just to fucking park their car in San Francisco is just that's a savings all in its own right there.
now,
Just $25 a day. So you think about that, $25 a day to park your fucking car in the city.
Yep.
now you might see other incentives come out, like you might see, like, obviously you're still going to see cost of living raises or merit raises, like my company has a merit raise, or cost of living raises, those types of things. You'll still see that.
You'll see bonuses as well. You'll get bonuses and
right. That's the other thing. So it might not necessarily be that, because remember, payroll also is taxable too. They get a tax deduction off of that. So if they start seeing like they're going to get taxed too hard, at the end of the year is where you'll start seeing these end of the year bonuses. So you might maybe not be getting more per month. You might be getting maybe some incentives like, a reduction in blah, 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 blah in your phone bill or something like that. Yeah. But bonuses is probably going to be the big one you might see, or you might see more vacation.
7 a.m. You'll get a bonus for actually starting at 7 a.m. in the morning.
I want to do my job from home.
Well, out of curiosity, should people now actually during this time be keeping track of all this stuff from home so they can actually put that on the taxes?
Oh yeah. There are companies. There are a lot of companies like the company my cousin works for. They already started doing that. They already told them, hey, don't worry, show us what your bill is. And what they're doing is the same thing. They're going to go back 3 months of utility costs and figure out the difference that he had used because he's working from home. So that's how he's doing it. So he's keeping 3 statements for the last 3 months for his utility costs, his electrical, basically is just his electrical, and they'll balance the difference off to where he's actually spending to be at home to work. But fuck, I mean, like him, he's been home for 3 weeks, so he's not driving 45 minutes to work every day and 45 minutes back. He's not spending that, like I said, $25-$30 a week to go to work. And he's loving it. He's dude, I get up at 7, I work till fucking 8:30, 9:30. I get up, I go eat some breakfast, I go back to work till about 1. I get up, I go to the park, I walk 2.5 miles, come home.
One thing you might maybe see a little bit more is maybe hybrid working. Where they might be like, oh, we don't want you completely work from home because we still want that team unity. Because you remember a lot of these companies who go there and are not remote companies. Yeah. They very much are still stuck in that mindset of team unity together, but they might see some benefits like that. Like instead of, you have to take a vacation day because your kid's sick from school. No, why don't you just work from home and do some of those hybrid type roles that maybe weren't there because the infrastructure's there? Or, you know what? We really only need half the team here at the office and the other half doesn't need to be. Or every Monday, we're just going to do a team meeting. Everybody's going to be here on Mondays. And the rest of the week, you could either come to the office if you want to or work from home.
Yeah, that's what my buddy does. It's once he has to come into the actual office once a week. That's all he's required.
That would be great because if I worked from home, I would not wear regular pants.
Yeah,
I wear regular pants working from home.
And
I'd be rocking my long pants, whatever.
His company.
But it is kind of nice to not have to like wear like I usually have like my dresses on and it's kind of nice not to have to go to that extreme. But I mean,
us guys, you could even even do the half suit where you got
the fancy top and then like shorts on the bottom
underneath, man.
Yeah, fancy top, nothing underneath.
my buddy's company, they're once a week he has to show up for work, and what his work does is he splits it up. So payroll comes in once a week, the accounting comes in once a week, purchasers come in once a week, and it's never the same day. So there's he loves it. He's just once a week, but the rest of the time he's at home or he's visiting customers. That's it.
And even like for like my company or like my particular type of job role, working in like a command center or like in a NOC where we run 24/7.
Yeah.
I mean, to be able to have your third shift be home or even have your weekend shift be home, it'd be a lot easier to have more people work weekends because they could work with their kids being home from school and stuff like that. So versus like having like your day shift crew or your second shift crew. So I think we're going to see a little bit of change in companies. I think some companies, it's not going to matter. They're going to go back to the way things were. Yep. But I also think some companies are going to start looking at that cost savings and things like that. And especially too, like there's a lot of studies from work from home where they've seen that people who do work from home are less likely to take sick time because they can be at home and not have to worry about going into the office or having to make that drive or dress fancy or anything like that, and can work from their computer and still take a nap or nurse themselves. Yep. And you actually do gain time. For like me, I have to wake up at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning to get to work by 7:30 because I've got to drop kids off at daycare. And then I've got to drive 45 minutes to an hour to the office. And then when I leave, it's the same way. And I lose so much time versus my shift ends at 3:30. I'm done. I walk away, and versus I wouldn't be getting home till 5:30. So I have gained 2 hours just on the ending.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you something no one else has been talking about that I have been discussing with some of my friends, and this may be an eye opener to a lot of people, but when this is all said and done, there's a lot of people that are looking for new jobs. So you're in the line. So
the health industry is going to be a big one.
They have jobs. These people have jobs to go back to, but they're looking for better jobs that they know they're open right now. Because I had my buddies, about 6 of us were talking about this the other night on a live feed together. And there's a lot of guys that are headhunting jobs right now that they know that other companies are kind of deciding on individuals that have been working at home that are kind of slacking a little bit from home. And those jobs may be available. So there's, keep that in mind too. That's a little scary to think about because it's just like, you got a job to go back to. And then all of a sudden you've been laid off. You're replaced by somebody else that had a job, but your job's better. And it pays 10 grand more or $1,500 more, $1,000 a week more. So that's a lot of people are not taking that into consideration. I mean, yeah, you have your job, it's great. You're getting to work from home, but that doesn't mean, you slack off or make some mistakes in numbers and whatnot, because there are a lot of, before the joke used to be for every one person, there's 15 people that want to do your job or, or whatever. Those numbers are a little skewed right now.
I've been watching that a lot. Like people, like from being with all of us now being work from home in the last, 2-3 weeks, you can definitely see who does the lion's share of the work.
See that. They see that.
Who's quiet. Like my boss, because we use Microsoft Teams and we have a group. Yeah. And my boss is constantly, he'll be asking like, who's checking this alert or what's going on with that alert or what's going on with this site. And it's the same people over and over again responding to him like, I'll take a look at it or I'm looking at it now or here's what's going on. And you just see these people are very, very quiet. And what's really interesting is it's mainly the older people that I've been finding who've been more quiet or be like, well, I don't really like the platform Microsoft. You work in technology.
Yeah.
Get over it. Yeah. Like
learn to adapt.
I'm kind of watching some of like the older people who are like,
this is new. I mean, they barely learned how to use FaceTime. let alone.
But that might be fine for a finance person, but for a network engineer, that's not
they-
an acceptable answer. You have to keep staying up with the technology, and you've been finding. And my boss isn't young. He's, I think, in his 50s.
Oh my God, he needs to be put to pasture.
Yeah.
We said
Well-
the same thing about you, John.
I mean, he's fully white though, because I mean, the stress. Well, he says to us all the time that we make his blood pressure go.
Between the 40-year-old employee and the 25-year-old employee is the 50-year-old employee wants to get it done no matter what. The 25-year-old employee wants to get it done, but try to figure out the shortcut.
Well, yeah, we're engineers. That's our whole job.
Oh, no. It's the shortcut.
No, we're not talking about the good
That's what
shortcuts.
as physically possible to get by. And that's the difference between the 25-year-old employee and the 50-year-old employee.
It's actually quite surprising. Maybe it might be just the 20-year-olds I've met and stuff like that, but we have a lot of, we did, because they were contractors and unfortunately let go, but
The 25-year-old employee wants to be patted on the back for putting holes in his hole puncher. And
I don't know, because the 20-year-olds that we have working for us, they are phenomenal. I mean, they are very smart. They are go-getters. They do their work. You do not have to hold their hand, and they don't give two shits if you do hold their hand. Like they just do their shit.
Yeah,
Wait till you have to start working with the people who ate Tide Pods.
I do, because I think the youngest person we've had work for us was 21 years old.
yeah.
So I mean,
I think they're still older than a Tide Pod phase.
but you know what? The thing is I've also worked with people who are in their 50s
Yeah.
who do not keep up with the technology.
They have to.
Who think because they have so many years of experience that they are right. I hate to break it to you, technology changes. You're not always right anymore.
Yeah.
Especially in telecommunication. The whole world of telecommunications has been flipped upside down. We went from old POTS lines to now digitalizing SIP phones that work off of servers.
Yeah.
So there's a huge difference, and a lot of them are not quick to adjust to it. Some of them are, some of them aren't. But I also find a lot of some of the older ones are like, well, we've always done it this way. Well, yes, but your way is inefficient and has caused many problems. And they're not willing to listen. So
I'm so glad my job is simple. I show up, I walk around, I tell people.
Sorry, I hit that by accident.
my job is fairly simple. It's just I run into a lot of morons.
I do too. And usually they're drunk, and I tell them, go away.
Yeah.
Because you will not like what happens next.
I personally myself have never been. I have not been a very good supervisor when I was a supervisor. That's all I'm saying. I just couldn't take shit. I couldn't take shit.
My rules as a supervisor are very simple. Show up, do your fucking job, go home when it's done.
Yeah,
That's it.
For me, like when I was doing the training for the tankers, when we were hauling, when I was hauling fuel, we had the smaller tanks. So we had a 2,000, a 1,000, an 800, and a 600 tank. They're in separate compartments in this tank. So I for the 8 hours, I'm explaining. You keep telling this guy, remember, the first tank is 2,000 gallons, the second one is 1,000, the third one is 800, and the last tank is 600. So we get to the fueling station. We're filling these up now. Remember, this is a fuel being pumped into a tank at 150 gallons a second. Okay, we hooked up to the first tank. I said, "How much fuel are you going to put in there?" He goes, 4,400 gallons, because he's adding up all of it. And I'm like, "No, you put 2,000 gallons of fuel." And he's like, "Oh, what do you mean? Isn't it one?" I go, "Dude, we've been talking about this all fucking night." And I said, I just can't take stuff like that. I mean, it's just like, that's like
being incompetent. Like it's not like learning a job, but being incompetent is annoying.
That the last 200 gallons that's pumped through that thing, it slows it down to like 30, 40 gallons a minute. So it generates it, slow itself down. But if you punch in 4,400 gallons, you hook it up to that 2,000 gallon tank, guess what? It's going to blow the lid off. It's going to shoot fuel all over the place before before it grounds itself out to shut itself off, and then you're kicked out. You lost your job. You're not allowed to ever come back to that refinery ever again. So
Yeah, they remember shit like that.
I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it. I was just like, this is and it varies. Some jobs are more dangerous than others, but when you're driving 8,000 for even if you got the big truck, if you're driving 8,200 gallons of fucking gas around, you better know.
I'm sorry, but that's a pretty dangerous job.
Yeah,
like across the board.
Yeah,
there's not much more that are worse than driving gas.
Yeah. It's and it's like we had the real problem back then with drivers, because the insurance companies run every business there is in America, and more so the trucking industry.
Yep.
So if you got two points on your record with a Class A license, you're not going to get a job.
Nope.
You're not going to get a job. So and you can get 2 points pretty fast with a commercial A license. So
yeah,
2 points of speeding, you're done.
Better soften your hands, man.
What's
All right,
that?
ladies and
He
gentlemen,
said you gotta soften your hands.
Your hands.
Yeah.
I'm actually getting ready to head to bed. You guys have a great night, all right?
The 20 mix,
Take care.
See it.
the 80-20 mix hit you?
Shut up. You guys have a great night.
You do.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, no, so it's just I don't know. I just could never deal with people. I was a good supervisor, but I couldn't deal with stupidity. And I got in trouble for that a lot. So you got to be more caring. Hello, Canada.
Ignore the patch on my face, my jaw. I have it's called trigeminal neuralgia.
Oh,
Yeah.
Didn't even notice the patch.
I just noticed until she said it. Yeah,
The screens are
Well-
so small. Remember, hard to see detail.
Yeah.
I saw it.
I see pasty white
We
Canadian.
Oh, it's pasty white. Yeah, I know.
love
Camouflage.
you no matter what's on your face, Amanda.
Well, you might want to do something with that big ass zit on your
You should have
forehead.
drawn a dick on it if you were to come on the show.
Marlon told me the same thing.
I like that guy, man. He's my fellow hippie, except like from a different country.
He's something, all right. That's for sure.
From a different country.
So basically, what you're saying is you're dating the Canadian version of me.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ooh, that's scary.
Yes,
That's really scary. No.
great success. I've gotten into Amanda's head.
You
Ooh,
have to
that's
send your butthole fire chili. That's a big-
Oh my God, the butthole fire chili. Okay, the conversation last night. We talked butthole fire chili. I almost listen, Madison.
It was Monday.
Okay, whatever. But listen, we talked about it. I fell out of my chair, and no sooner I put my headset back on than I get told that I have to do wifely duties when I go to Nipawin, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yep, gotta make them sandwiches.
Oh, does my chili make your butthole burn? Yeah, it burns the insides, not the outside. I mean, it's more of a gastrointestinal liquidator versus a colon or butthole liquid.
Oh, okay.
Well, maybe it's the inside of his butthole that's
I
burning.
don't remember the fiery breathing dragon coming out of my ass from my chili. I just remember getting nice and warm and tingly and feeling love and dying and seeing baby Jesus and coming back to earth.
Yeah. I gotta erase some of these banners that I had created over here.
You know, because my chili makes you see baby Jesus.
I like the penguin one.
I'm keeping that one. No penguins were harmed during this production.
The poor penguins.
They're edible. I'm telling you, you're gonna eat them.
I was the one who brought up the whole eating penguin.
They're gonna send the penguin meat to Brian. He's gonna smoke them over there. And Tom,
And apparently I'm supposed to raise them with Marlon.
Tom's gonna smoke them, and Brian's gonna make the jerky,
Yeah.
penguin jerky. And because we're all scattered around, we'll be the distribution center. Our
The
distribution center for all the jerky penguin meat in California on the West Coast. I'll be the West Coast regional president of distribution of penguin meat.
Oy vey.
I'm gonna go to one of those online card making sites and have 500 of those cards made. Just fuck with people and hand them. You're the what? You're the
Go to
natural.
Vistaprint.
Yeah, you're the West.
Yeah, I was thinking Vistaprint too.
You're the West Coast regional president for penguin meat.
Penguin meat.
How much you want?
Done. I don't eat penguins.
It comes in jerky and smoked flavors.
I have standards.
Hey, you never know until you try it. It might be excellent.
Now, Madison wants it on a pizza, on a Chicago style pizza.
That might actually be good though.
With
Yeah,
moose.
we can get rid of the cheese and just make it the meat.
Moose.
Ooh, yeah. Can we have what is that? A mooingen? A penguin inside of a moose?
Oh God, we're getting really great.
I really don't know how a penguin
Ooh, we
inside
can
of a
call
moose
it-
can work.
We can call it a poos.
Oh, this is even better. A moose, with
A poos.
a pig. No, yeah, a penguin stuffed into a pig, and a pig stuffed into a moose.
Okay, but
Man,
what do we call
Why you
that?
gotta do a pig dirty like that?
Ooh, it would be a poop.
You get your fish, you get your pork, and then you get your beef all in one sitting.
It would be like, what is it?
Where's the beef?
Twig.
Moose is not beef.
It's
You
whatever.
get your red meat, your white meat, your other meat.
Yeah. You're gonna get your fishy stuff. Your
And
peg.
Larry has a good point.
You
I
can.
know you haven't been eating it.
Yeah, you can almost you probably can stuff a penguin into a fucking pig's ass, and you can put a pig into a moose's ass, and then
It doesn't quite work that way, John.
I don't think we're stuffing animals up other animals' asses. I don't think that's what we're doing here.
That's not how it works when you stuff an animal in another animal.
they're tortured. They need to be alive when you fry.
You
What
put them in the
about-
chest cavity.
What about a penguin and then a turkey stuffed in the penguin, a duck stuffed inside of the turkey, and
The duck would have to go in the penguin. It's smaller.
well, no, but you put the turkey inside of the penguin,
A turkey inside of the penguin.
and then you put a chicken inside of the turkey, and then the duck inside of it. So you put your turducken inside of a penguin and
No,
call it.
no.
How big? The penguins aren't that big, so we could stuff all
No,
that.
you can get the really big penguins, like the king penguins.
Like
Oh,
the
that'd be-
emperor.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like freaking Happy Feet sized penguin.
No.
And make sure to get it nice and fuzzy, like too.
Man, I want to deep fry it then.
You want to deep fry a penguin.
I'm gonna deep fry that.
I'm
thing.
out.
I want to deep
I'm
fry
out of this
anything.
conversation. I'm gonna
What?
look at my wall.
Well, I mean, think about it. If you bread it with a certain kind of breading, like if you do like the Popeye spicy blend,
I was
it
thinking.
could be pretty good.
I was thinking of Snickers bar. The last thing. Just stick a Snickers bar in there.
No.
So, Brian, what are you up to?
Oh,
Looking up penguin recipes for jerky.
not quite.
Not quite. Are you looking up 1950s porn?
No, it was 1915, not 1950.
No, I said 15. Canadian.
Because he needs to watch The Last Ride or whatever it was.
Last Ride. You want to see the Last Ride video? I don't even know if it's in
Why
my.
are we watching 1915 porn?
Because it's really rapey, and he did research on the last conversation of when the first porn was released.
Isn't all porn kind of rapey?
No.
Now, this was beyond rapey, though. This was borderline. Get in the van. I got candy.
Oh, that happens all the time around me.
This was real weird stuff. Oh man, it's bad. Now I actually found a site that's got screenshots of it.
Oh dear.
And on that, I shouldn't even have put that in my history.
If you watch 1915 porn, you're probably on a list somewhere.
I am. Yeah, they're like, that dude's creepy.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's probably pedo porn because 1915, they probably were like 14, 15, 16-year-old girls.
I don't know how old. No, those girls looked a little bit.
They
old.
looked older.
Yeah, they looked older. They were, especially the brunette. She looked like she was at least in her late 30s.
Dude, 13-year-olds can look that age.
Yeah. They looked older back then.
Hey, Madison,
Hmm.
do you have the Rona or something? Jesus.
Oh, I'm allergic to this fucking state.
Actually, that video is on all the porn sites. It's on.
Was Betty White in it? Nah, Betty White's too freaking cool to do a porno.
Not that Betty White one. I'm talking about
Not a rapey one, unless she's the one doing the raping. She
Yeah.
would be the one with the van being like, I've got candy. You want to get in my van, mister?
Yeah, I just don't get how. I mean, I just don't get how that guy back in 1915 said he's got this technology. It's just, he's probably very lucky to have that camera, that video camera. You know what I mean? There's probably not a lot of people that had the money to actually purchase a video camera in 1915, where the guy thought, I'm going to shoot a porno. Just like.
First of all, if you had to answer that question, then obviously you haven't admitted the male psyche.
I was just gonna say, don't all I think Marlon said it last night too about priorities.
Different though. You're talking about 1915, and that
No, men have not changed since the dawn of time.
Yeah, but if you had that technology, if I had that technology back in 1915, the last thing I would be doing is shooting porn with it. I mean, I got an
okay.
Sure. I could have the opportunity to be one of the first people to capture a I don't know, sparrow flying across the, whatever. I'd be that guy. Maybe
But
I'm.
somebody walked up to you and said, "Hey, you got that camera? I've got an idea. Here's some money." Are you going to say, "You know what? No, I'm sorry, I can't shoot that porno."
Yeah.
Or are you going to walk up and be like, "Shit, yeah, I can make me some money."
Well, you think about that though. I mean, let me see. Let me do some Googling here. Camera.
And are you sure that's the first thing he did with that camera?
It's I don't know. It's the first.
How much do you smoke?
Oh wait.
This will be
Video camera. I need to put video.
Oh, Larry, this is what I'm vaping.
Bubblegum?
No, the Abyss. He asked us what people were vaping.
Oh, Custard by Brown Sugar Vapor.
Golden Graham one at the current moment.
See, the first commercial video camera in 1956 was $50,000. It was in the $50,000 range. Okay, that's equivalent to $450,000 today. That there's no way I would have. Yeah, let's shoot a porno. I just paid $50,000 for a fucking video camera.
Maybe the deal is the person who wanted the porno bought the camera for him.
Okay, and now the first commercial or the first camcorder back in 1963. So this is 1963. It weighed about 100 pounds and cost $30,000.
Sounds amazing.
That's 1950. 63. That's crazy. Well, 1919. I put 1950. No wonder it didn't come out.
How much do you smoke? Oh my god! A little demonstration of that.
Yeah, that's a lot of money, guys.
Oh, it is.
For a
cheaper.
Yeah. See, a camera back then. See, a regular camera back then was about $17. So I don't know what that would equivalent to today's standards. 1920, a Kodak camera, full autograph brownie was between $15.04 and $17.68.
Was it cheaper than the Flipbook Sketch Artist?
The Flipbook?
Yeah, Flipbook Sketch Artist.
Yeah, just a cheap brownie camera from Kodak was $5.90. So a video camera, it just didn't come up. I don't know why it's not showing video camera.
Do you remember how expensive the disposable cameras were? Remember that?
Yeah. 1 million units were sold. They were sold for as many remaining available to the site only. Yeah, it doesn't show the price for that video. It shows why are they just showing regular cameras?
Oh, he asked us that because all the talk about shoving different animals up different animals' ass.
And again, that is not how you prepare multiple animals in one.
Although it would be is if the host animal was an ass.
You still don't shove it up its ass.
Well, but it's an ass, so you're still putting it in an ass's chest cavity.
You're shoving it into the ass's chest cavity.
But you're still shoving it in an ass.
Yes. But people do not eat donkey.
Well, people also don't eat penguin either. So, if we're going into a hypothetical conversation about eating penguin, then we can also eat ass.
And there it is.
Hey, if you want to eat ass, eat ass. Talk to Doyle about that.
So you can't because underneath the federal guidance of the
Oh,
COVID-19,
dear
you're not
Lord.
allowed to eat ass.
What y'all do in the privacy of your own home in self-quarantine, the government ain't got to know about.
Well, this may be true, but it's still written in the guidance you can't eat ass.
Uh-huh. You're also supposed to remain 6 feet away from everybody.
Doyle's on the other side of the table. We're 6 feet away.
Uh-huh. And I bet y'all share the same bed, don't you?
No,
Futons.
we got futons. We got 2 twin-sized futons. You spread them apart.
Uh-huh. I bet that don't happen often.
I don't know about you. When I go to bed, I go to bed.
Uh-huh. Sure. That's why you have children.
I can't say anything because mine's like 3 hours away.
Listen, just because I have children doesn't mean that I wasn't smart enough after one of them to decide to never do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You do the dishes, I promise you some nookies.
Did you do the dishes?
Every day.
There.
Are all the dishes clean and put away
Every day.
right now?
Right at
Right now. No
Yes.
love making on the podcast. No love. We're not doing no love making during the podcast.
See, she claims Doyle is across the table. He's probably under the table.
Yeah, damn.
No, Madison be smiling.
Not necessarily.
He's across the table.
All I see was a line.
Well, that's because you're on my docking station. I'm on my work laptop.
He's on your what station?
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry, I had to dock you guys.
Mm-hmm.
There's some
With my sweet multi-monitor setup on my work laptop.
35mm cameras. I'm just looking up some old cameras. Sorry, guys.
Add to your collection?
I wish I could afford some of them. There's some of them that I'm looking at that I would really love to own.
eBay, man. eBay.
Even if they didn't work, I'd still be kind of cool to have them.
You can put them on your wall behind you.
Yeah.
Like decorative.
I always look. I don't stop at very many garage sales, but if I see a lot of antique-ish stuff out there, I usually stop and hope I can, find something, some old camera some old lady had there or something. Then unfortunately, my luck, I would find one of those rolls with dirty pictures on it and fill it. 1950. All right.
Where the
Now,
hell's Amber
question is,
hide?
if you found dirty pictures on a camera roll you bought at a garage sale,
Yeah.
would you give those dirty pictures back to those people, or would you keep them for
Oh,
yourself?
sure, I would. I would probably most likely have it developed to see what's on there first. And if it was something like family pictures or stuff like that, or even porn, I would probably give it back to them. And you just never know. It might be a picture on there of somebody, an aunt or an uncle they've had,
I would check the camera before I bought it to see if it had film in it. If it
Yeah.
did, I'd be like, hey, do you want this film back?
Yeah.
And if there's nudie pics, can you make a duplicate for me? Because that's only fair.
You want to see 1950 Bush?
No.
No.
We talked about that the other night.
Uh-huh.
If I want to see shrubbery, I'll look out a fucking window.
I'm like, which Bush would have been?
Both.
Which Bush would have been around?
The older one.
Senior? The senior
Yeah.
Bush? Or Barbara Bush.
Oh, Barbara.
If you want to look at Bush at senior Bushes, then go to that place Larry's at.
Oh,
Well, Larry ain't too far from me, so I guess they could go to Larry's
And you might as well bring us some snacks.
Well, I will. Larry, we will have Doritos and Pepsi. Or Dr. Pepper, because everybody has to have an agnostic beverage.
Yeah. I need to take pictures of people, man. I'm going nuts. I don't know about you.
Well, get you a telephoto lens, go up on your roof, and just start spying on your old neighbor lady down the road.
That's creepy shit, man. I see
You said pictures of people.
those fucking creeps at the beach with their fucking 300, 500, 600 millimeter lenses sitting at the fucking boardwalk taking snaps. Like you little creep. Fucking.
I like Larry's question. What would you do after you had them developed and it turns out your mom's on there?
Oh, no.
God, something like that.
No. No.
Dad.
No.
Remember mom when she used to look like
No.
Actually, if I found my mom in there, one, I wouldn't be surprised.
No.
Two, I would probably just be like, I would probably make fun of her in some way. And then make her pay me money.
this generation that's growing up has got that chance of that happening with the way technology is.
Yeah.
That-
No.
It's going to be a given. There's going to be a lot of freaking kids that are 9, 10 right now that when they turn 18, 19, 20s and they're going to find, oh shit, that's my mom. What the fuck? 'Cause
Like I love my mom, but ew, no.
I could see your 20-year-old son cleaning your house up and finds an old cell phone, gets and charges it up and goes, what the hell was going on in this house?
And then walks up to you with a completely straight face and be like, hey, Ma. What
But
the fuck?
see, with the technology though, it's not pictures now, it's video.
That's what I'm saying. Video. There's going to be phones that we've forgotten about that's going to be sitting in a drawer 20 years from now. Your kid's going to find it when he's cleaning. So he's going to plug it in, charge it up, and see these your mom and dad doing some freaky shit.
I'm thinking Amanda's already had that experience.
I did with my grandparents. It was really weird.
And see, this is why I always
Just the way
when
you put it today,
reset it to default.
and
Like, you know, people used to print out emails.
yeah,
When my grandparents died, I didn't realize how much of a pervert my grandfather was
yeah.
until we were cleaning out the closet after my grandma and grandpa died. And we pulled this box down of printed out emails and perverted jokes and things like that. Did I really fully understand how much of a fucking pervert my grandfather really was?
Well, think about it. Show of hands. How many people right now have a drawer full of fucking old cell phones? Yeah, those. I hate to see what the fuck's on yours, Tom.
Absolutely nothing. They're all reset to factory.
Yeah. Oh, you shoot them back to refactory when you get a new phone?
Yup.
The one who probably really has the freaky shit's going to be Brian because there's nothing to do in North Dakota but fuck.
It just be.
I don't have that.
He's actually broadcasting from East LA. He's out in Compton. He's part of the Crip. Oh, no, he's a blood.
He's across from the new Rams Stadium in Inglewood.
Oh yeah, that's even scarier. You run out of your house to go to the stadium.
Why do you think his fucking curtains are closed?
Don't look back, just run.
His curtains are probably closed, one for privacy, and two, because it's fucking cold outside and he doesn't want to let the cold air in.
And three, he probably ain't wearing no
It's not
pants.
that bad out here.
He's in LA. It's fucking 76 degrees right now in LA.
I know I could work with a dude in San Francisco today, and
20,
freaking he was
25.
telling me about how amazing his weather was. I was like, you son of a bitch.
It's 65 currently in LA.
It's only 25 here.
Madison, send John a virus through his computer.
No.
Yeah.
What kind of virus am I sending him? A porno virus?
Yes.
Don't get-
Virus?
Don't get mad,
Yes.
but it's 71 here in Modesto currently.
Ooh,
Right
I could send him some ransomware.
at 9 p.m., it is currently 71 degrees.
You know, the ones that say, click here to increase girth
And then
length.
tomorrow it'll be 79, then 71, 74, 75, and then 68 with rain on Monday. So we got one bad day.
Hey, John, eat
Yeah.
a bag of dicks.
No, I passed.
Thank you, Tom.
He already is. Remember, he ordered all of those fucking sausages from Hickory Farms. He's gonna get any bags of dick.
May you ingest a bag of Richards.
I'm going to
sir.
order tonight, and then I'm going to eat them in front of you guys.
Oh yeah, John.
You're gonna eat dick in front of us, is what you're
That's it.
telling us.
Smoke, whatever that shit was, smoked sausage.
And is that cheese gonna be white too?
No, it'll be the
That might offend Tom if it's white cheese with
Yeah.
the meat sticks.
the difference between a .sc and the normal .aio. The difference is
He's all excited. He's got a question he knows the answer to.
Functionality, they're the same.
they're the same, but the wattage is different. The wattage is less on the SC.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's a smaller form factor, and it uses different materials. It's not the aluminum. It's a solid. It's a stainless steel frame instead of the aluminum.
John, I'm sending you something.
So I will answer Alexa's. I should get her to come on.
You should.
Who, Amber?
Here you go, John.
Alexa.
I sent you something.
I'm gonna write, "Come on to the live with us, and I'll answer your question."
She would too.
I see it. Give me a second. I'm typing.
Marlon sent it to me, so
Okay. Hold on. Let me get the link. Copy.
But the doors and the pods themselves they're all interchangeable for all the.
Right. Yeah, the SC.
Stop answering. She might be watching. He just said
is
she's got to come on to get the answer
yeah. Well, she may come on.
with her new Alienware laptop.
Yeah. Yeah, the SE is going to be. I think she was watching, but the SE is going to be the stainless steel or steel, whatever you want to call it, frame, where the .aio is basically the all aluminum body.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's about a millimeter. No, they're the same.
They're
size.
about the same size.
They're about the same size. Yeah.
I don't think Alexa will show up. I think she's too scared.
Side by side right here.
She's a scary Perry. Yeah. Yeah. You said it's not live. She shouldn't be afraid. Can't. I'm still. Oh,
Told you.
I would plus Beans is asleep. Beans is asleep.
So, go in a different room.
I miss Beansy. I miss Beans. Yeah. That's about it for that device. But you guys could just look at this beautiful setup.
Meh.
Isn't she pretty?
Meh.
Isn't she lovely?
Do not quit your day job to become a singer.
I will never do it. You guys want to see that guy though? Hold on here. Hold on, Buster.
did you read what I sent you, John?
Yeah. Give me a sec.
Which guy?
Give me a second, man. I can't do too many things at one time.
You guys got to remember, he's old. You can't overpower him with things.
Oh, motherfucker.
Well, I sent him a guy earlier.
I'm trying to find.
Here, Madison, I sent it to you too.
I'm trying
But
to
I know how much he loves Italian sausage.
Italian sausage, 6 inches and 3 inches thick. Italian sausage.
That's not a very big sausage.
Girth, baby. You said you like girth.
Yeah, but I mean, we could go with like 4.
I don't want John Legend. I typed in John Troncali. How's John Troncali come up with John Legend?
Because he's legendary.
Jeez, motherfuckers.
That's going to go to his fucking head.
John Troncali.
Sometimes you have to feed the beast, Tom.
No, you don't.
But if you feed the beast sometimes the beast spits out really funny shit. It's
Don't
also
care.
a way to tell if the beast is actually listening to you.
Nah.
That's not it. WCPT 820. I don't know what the fuck that is. It would be lounge singer. I think he's a lounge singer.
Who's the loud singer?
This dude that's got my name. Like 20 years ago, he sent me an email. He wanted to buy my website because it was John Troncalli, and that's what he is. He's a musician. He sings songs from, I don't know, like Frank Sinatra and all the old guys. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find it. Musician, John the musician. He's a musician. He's not coming up. Did he close his page? It's all my videos. Tesla, me singing. All right, now I'm starting to get mad.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Hulk John is coming.
John Troncalli, the musician. There he goes. I found him. John Troncalli performs. Jesus, John. You gotta get... He does kind of look like my grandfather, though, which is kind of weird.
Well, I guess your grandmother's got a lot of explaining to do.
No, there's there's a lot of Troncallis. Here you go. There he is.
Luck be a lady tonight. Sammy Davis Jr. Luck be a lady tonight. I mean that, man. Behold!
It's pretty good. He looks nothing like me. He's got the afro too.
We go burn this Tom Jones and smoke Jesus. For I don't love
Anymore. I know that song.
Mm-hmm.
You guys liking this or what?
I've heard worse.
Yeah, he's got a good voice, but wait till he gets to the Tom Jones. You think Tom Jones very well.
Whoever is breathing heavy is kind of killing the vibe.
Neil Diamond really. I might hire him for my birthday.
Ray Charles.
Ray Charles, he puts on the fucking sunglasses. Oh, yeah. He even does the head bobbing thing. Jesus, man. Now he's doing Stevie Wonder. All right, enough of that. That's John Troncalli, my twin brother. We don't.
Twin brother.
No, he ain't no twin. He's not. He doesn't even look like my side of the fan or my dad.
I'll be right back.
I mean, he looked nothing. He looked nothing like me, or any. He kind of looks a little bit like my grandfather, but not much.
So how are you related to him?
I'm not. I'm just saying
Oh,
same last name.
Well,
okay.
he's related to him because, they're from Italy.
Well,
Okay.
for one, he has to be Sicilian with that last name. He had to come from my dad's town because up until about 5 years ago, that was the most prevalent name in that town. It was Troncalli, Coletti, and Sala. Now, Now, Troncali was overtaken by Coletti because more Colettis had boys than Troncalis, and now they've gotten married. So now the Coletti name is the number one prominent name in that town. It used to be Troncali for like hundreds of years. It was all Troncalis in that town. But the Troncalis unfortunately married the Colettis, and the Colettis took over. That's the story of my dad's town.
That's probably the saddest story I've ever heard.
It's a good story. It's a good story. I remember taking my son there for the first time, and he was just so shocked because he kept looking around, and it was Troncali Delicatessen, Troncali Supermarket, Troncali. He's like, "Holy shit, this is our town. It belongs to us." I go, "No, it doesn't work that way, son."
That would be weird though, seeing your last name on everything.
On everything. I mean, every cafe had the Troncali name on it. Every friggin' store had the Troncali name on it. It was trippy. And it's
That
like
would be.
every other door that you knocked on, it was a Troncali. So it was funny because once you sat down with them, they wanted to go back down the pool and try to figure out if you are in some way related. So
yeah.
They'd be like, okay, who's your grandmother? And who's your great grandmother? You know, stuff like that. It's kind of cool. All right, guys, it's 3 hours into this, but I can't leave because Tom's not gone. That would be rude of us, huh? He'd come back. He'd be all sad. He's like, oh, they left you all alone in the room.
But yeah, and you should check out that Italian comedian.
Yeah, I wanted to try to do. I was talking to the Italian page. I belong to the Italian page group, and there's I think 734,000 in that group. It's
Wow.
750,000 people in that group on Facebook. And I was trying to work something out with them, but they're so strict on that page. As a matter of fact, they pre-screen every post on there before it gets posted.
I sent you the links to 2 of his things in there.
Oh,
So you should watch him. He's also got like a virtual one too, but he makes the like you'll laugh because it is totally the old-fashioned like Italian older generation people you had to deal with who just came over from Italy or Sicily.
Yeah.
And like having to deal with them like almost like that New Yorker style Italian.
Yeah, they're the worst. Believe me. Yeah, I read that one the other day, I think. It's
Yeah.
true. And then you sent me something, Madison.
Yes. One of them is the Confessions of the Coronavirus or Confessions of the Quarantine. That one is hilarious.
You send it in the team chat or a private, regular chat?
I sent it in a group chat.
Okay, group chat. I see it. All right, I'll do that. Oh, yeah, I've seen that first one. Off the boat. Oh,
No,
I won't.
one from Anthony Rona or Rodaya.
Yeah, now I know it's easy for you to
I
get
can't
away from
expand it,
because all you do is
unfortunately.
eat. Take my wife, for example. She gained 10 pounds in the last 3 weeks. Hey, watch your mouth, okay? What I said wrong, I don't lie. Yeah, what do you think you look like, Mr. Universe? Anyway, today I'm going to show you a couple of workouts that you could do at your house.
Oh, wait, I can just
But
click
Uncle
this.
Vinny, what if you don't got enough equipment? Well, that's a very good question, Zero Chia. You
Oh,
don't
okay,
need
hold
no
on.
equipment.
I didn't realize I could click on that thing. And
Workouts
then,
for the men, and I'm going to show you 3 exercises for the women. Are you ready? I know I am. Let's start to burn some
God
fat
damn it, John.
and build some muscle. The first exercise is called the Italian.
all right, hold on. I got this. John can do this. Talking about keeping up with technology. Watch Discover. Is that? Yeah, that's it. Okay, there it is. All right.
I'm not joking today. No racist joke. Okay. Diego, that's what you said.
For your house. But Uncle Vinny, what if they don't got enough equipment? Well, that's a very good question, Zero Chia. You don't need no equipment. I'm going to show you 3 workouts for the men, and I'm going to show you 3 exercises for the women. Are you ready? I know I am. Let's start to burn some fat and build some muscle. The first exercise is called the Italian flick. You're going to take your hand like this, making sure all your hands are together, put underneath your chin, and flick your hand forward like this.
Angolo.
Like, I don't care. Mind your business. Volunteer.
Say it.
This is gonna work out of your forearm. And after you
Your
do 10 with
forearm.
one arm, you switch it to the other arm. Mind your business. Volunteer. This exercise is called top shelf reach. If you're short like me, so many times you need something on the top shelf like a flour or brioche, you gotta get a stool or a step. Or make believe you don't got the step. And you gotta get a brioche because you got a very bad agita. You wanna reach your arm in the sky and go on your tippy toes like
Hair
this.
under their arm.
And reach, and reach, and reach. If you do this 20 times a day, the bottom of your legs will look like mine. Take a look. And reach, and reach. This exercise is called the Vaffanculo extension. You're going to take one arm and bring it across your body like this. But you want to create some resistance. So with the other arm, you're going to stop with this arm. It will look like this. Vaffanculo, Vaffanculo. And with one arm, you switch it to the other arm. Same thing. Vaffanculo. Vaffanculo. This exercise is called the
Sunday's
Sunday stir. It's a work your upper body and your arm. All you're going to need is a wooden spoon and a pot filled halfway with the sauce. That's right, I say sauce. You're going to hold the pot with one hand, and with the other hand, you're going to stir. Nice and big circle, get your arm into it. Hold the wooden spoon nice and tight. You're going to stir for 20 times, and then you're going to switch your hand. And you're going to do this 3 times each. Woo! I already feel a nice burn. This exercise is called the Vino Lift. All you're going to need is a gallon of wine. I like it to use my homemade wine, but you can use a Carlo Rossi or something like this. Make sure the gallon is only half full. Don't do this with a full gallon, because then it's too heavy and you can damage your rotated cup. Now, if you only have a full gallon, don't waste the wine. First, you drink a half, and then exercise. What you're going to do, you're going to stand straight, lift the wine, and pour, and put it down. Lift, pour, and put it down. This is going to work out a part of your chest, your bicep, your tricep, your shoulder, and your forearm.
I'm telling you, that's not easy to do with one hand. Colorado bottle. So even a half full. That's a heavy freaking bottle.
The reason why this is my favorite exercise is because when I'm finished, I drink the rest of the wine, I get drunk, I pass out on the couch, and then I'm going to put up with my pain in the ass wife.
You go watch his videos. I think you'll like them because it really is like that old timey like Italian culture. Because like you'll see the actual Anthony guy, like he pretends like that's his Uncle Vinny and his aunt, and it's hilarious. Like one of them, like she's trying to figure out how to watch his TV show, and like he winds up having to go over there and help him because they're like, "What's a Roku? I don't have a fruit for a TV." It's not on a channel. You mean it's on HBO? No, that's a channel. You mean Showtime? No, that's a channel. Or he's like, oh, the on demand. He goes, I never used on demand before. He's like, I had a scramble where you got all the channels for free. He's like, no, I just put the $20 on the box. And she's like, you're an idiot. Who's gonna come and get the $20?
Oh man. All right, guys. 3 hours and 15 minutes is enough of your faces. Amanda looks like she's ready to pass out.
No, I was actually, if you must know, I was dealing with Sidebond sending me something.
Oh God.
What? He's back again?
He just sent me an attachment. He's being him. No, you guys don't need to worry about anything like that.
Good.
I ain't worried about nothing. It's your life. Do it how you want.
No, it's nothing like that.
Oh, you can't finish that phrase. Do whatever the hell you want. You're in America.
But no, it's nothing like that. Not even close. Not even no. No.
All right, you Madison, you better get that cough checked.
Yeah. It sounds like you got the Rona.
I'm like this every year.
I'm not saying you have that, but it sounds like you're really congested up a little bit.
Yeah, it gets really bad because it's like my throat because of all of the allergens and everything, and then I can't deal with this weather change because it affects me every year. Like it'll be 60, 70, boom, snow. 60,
Yeah, that
70,
sucks,
boom,
too.
snow. And that's what's really throwing me off.
You have HEPA filters in your house, don't you? Don't you run HEPA filters in your home?
Yeah, I have 2 of them.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's bad. Yeah.
But the thing is we have wood floors that was put in like 12, 13 years ago. But the thing is when they put it in, they only did a water-based polyurethane. And so, and they only did like 2 coats of it. So it's when we moved in, it was already completely gone. So these floors, because of the humidity, and I'm really allergic to mold, have absorbed so much moisture and stuff like that. But we're replacing them out with tile floors.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's what my parents did. Yeah, the whole house. It's
Yeah,
like
we're basically almost doing the same thing. So like we got like some of it done and we're going to be finishing the rest of it. Like we're doing like a nice like white marblish ceramic tile in like the kitchen and hallway. And then we're doing the like a natural wood tile throughout the rest of the house.
I saw that. They got to actually have the tile now in slabs, like the panel, the wood floor.
That's how ours is in the other room. I'll have to take a picture of it and send it to you guys. But and it's even textured like wood. It looks really nice.
Yeah, my ex brother-in-law works for Del Tile, and I've seen it all. When it first came out, I was like, "Oh my god, that's an awesome idea!"
Yeah, so we're going to be doing that, and that'll help out a lot.
Oh, yeah, big time. It helped my dad out a lot when they took. I mean, their whole house is just tile, bedrooms, everything. There's not one piece of carpet in this house.
Yeah, we don't have any carpet in ours. It's either laminate, tile, or wood. But the wood in this house is really bad, just because they did not maintain it.
Nothing worse than getting out of bed on a cold day and stepping on that fucking ice cold tile.
Oh, that's great. Let me tell you.
Fucking wakes your ass up real quick, dude.
Fuck
But I'm going to
coffee.
head off here.
Bonus.
Goodbye.
Take care.
All right, guys. I'm out. Brian,
Bye.
your time. Tom, thank you. Madison, good to see you back. Get better. Take care of Doyle. That's your job. Do your womanly duties.
Wifely.
Wait a minute. He's the one unemployed, so he's got to take care of me.
Oh, I
don't care.
I get. Yeah.
Have a good night, Larry.
These
Get better, man.
I thought you were fucking around saying that to Doyle. Good night, Larry.
No.
Who's Larry?
Larry's the other Illinois person in the chat.
In the chat. All right, you guys. Good night. Hey, good night, Doyle.
Wash your hands. Wash your buttholes.
Hey, Doyle, we got your back, Doyle. These 3 guys here got your back. We'll have Madison in the backyard digging potholes for you.
Dig my grave.
Yeah, that's more likely I would be digging his grave.
All right, good night, you guys.
Good night.
Night. End broadcast.